Listen, man, if I'm a Gator fan, I'll be like, that's some bullshit. If I was a Gator fan, I'd be like, that's some bullshit. 2 years in a row, these Florida teams was walking in our trap, taking over our trap. That's tough. Now, Miami doing it, that's one thing. But the USF Bulls down the street, right down there in little old Tampa, walking in your trap, taking over your trap, damn, that's tough. That's tough. That's tough business right there. Man, the Fire Billy Parade has started again. The Fire Billy Parade has started again. Man, SEC Network, live on TV, the USF Bulls went into Gainesville, the swamp. In 2024 and 25, the swamp is a joke. The swamp is a joke. You can clip it. The swamp is a joke. A big joke. Big joke. Joke. Them USF Bulls went up in that thing and took life by the horn. Man, DJ Lagway. All off season, I've been hearing about this overrated quarterback. They've been putting the world on this man's shoulder. They've been second coming to Tim Tebow. Hell, second coming to Jesus. This man can't do nothing wrong. He missed the Gatorade. He missed the what headphones them is? Last season, man, I even seen my boy in a video. He had 2 white girls. Lagway. The second coming of the greatest quarterback that you know. Any quarterback that you know that you consider to be the greatest, Lagway's supposed to be better than him. That quarterback that you think is the greatest should be worshiping Lagway, according to all these Gator fans. I watched the first game against Long Island T. Listen, y'all should have knew something was wrong, Florida. When Miami played Notre Dame, Florida State played Alabama, and y'all chose to play Long Island T. You won 55-0, but I watched Lagway and I was not impressed. Just like on the pivot, that one dude was like, I ain't impressed by none of that shit y'all doing. I wasn't impressed by nothing Lagway did. Now, obviously, you get in these press conference and you take full accountability for not doing this and not doing that, or, messing up here, messing up there. I'm going to do better. It's like you get caught cheating, or you get caught lying, and you tell people, I'm going to do better. He didn't do better, dog. He didn't do better. Now, do me a favor, guys, as you come on in, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. As you guys know, every Sunday we do a full recap of college football. Not just the Miami Hurricanes, not just the Florida State Seminoles, not just the Florida Gators, but college football as a whole. But being that this is the Big Three, we're going to talk about the Big Three first. We're going to talk about the Miami Hurricanes took on Bethune-Cookman. We're going to talk about Florida State slaughtering East Texas. And we're going to talk about Florida being the mid-trash SEC team that they are. Bottom feeders. They ain't Alabama, dog. They ain't Alabama. Listen, USF gave Alabama a run for their money a couple times, but they beat the Gators. The Gators their fan base will make you feel like they got a bunch of killers on this team. They fan base will sit there week from week, talk about what Miami got and what Miami don't got, worrying about our trenches, worrying about our secondaries, not worrying about that trash-ass team that they got up there in Gainesville. Gator fans, woo! Yesterday, your day came. Man, Billy sold y'all a vision and a lie, and you went for it. Now, I'm going to give a quick shout-out to a Gator. I'm going to give a quick shout-out to a champion Gator. a Gator that held the Cristobal in his hand. Shout out to my guy, Stephen Harris. Shout out to him. Now, right now, I see a lot of Gators, they're going at my guy. They're going at my guy. This guy played for the Gators, helped deliver a championship to the Gators, and just because he's, I guess, backing Billy, the fan base has flipped on him. They calling him all kind of stuff now. You ain't do nothing, this, that, and the third. Man, they turn on their own. If they turn on their own, imagine what they would do to you. Stay away from them Gators. At any given time, they'll bite. They'll bite. They're just looking for the opportunity. Every Gator fan, probably every Seminole fan yesterday was hoping something crazy happened to Miami. We're on top right now. We're on top. We the number 5 team in the country. So, of course, they hating on us. Oh, man, let me get in the comment section real quick. Quick $5 dono. Thank you for that. T2I, I thought UF stood for the University of Florida. It clearly stands for underperforming frequently. Underperforming frequently. Damn, that's a new name for Florida. UF, the logo. The logo. That's what they like to talk about. They logo. Man, listen, I got a lot of bookmarks on Twitter for you guys. We're going to talk about this. Listen, the biggest story yesterday in college football, especially in the state of Florida, was Florida getting whooped by USF. Walk-off fashion. Kick that field goal. They ain't got no time. We're going to talk about Billy's mishap, too. Because if you think about it, I'm watching that last drive that the Gators had the ball. And I'm like, the first play, why did they call a pass? Why did you pass it? Why did you not aim to run out the clock? Why didn't you run the ball? That's tough. Now, that's a Billy and Lagway situation. They're gonna have to answer for that. I tried to watch some of Billy's press conference, which it seemed like he wanted to put the blame out there on everybody, the fans, the players, all that, and then kind of catch himself doing it. So then he talk about, but all that stuff that they're doing come back to us, and we got to take responsibility, and we got to do better. You caught yourself throwing people under the bus, dog. I seen that in the first couple minutes of your press conference. Boy, you ever caught somebody doing something they blankly know they're not supposed to be doing, and then they got to give you an explanation? That was Billy Napier in that press conference yesterday. Man, now, as a Miami fan, me personally, I tell you, I look at Billy as a recruiter. And obviously now the rest of the internet is starting to see it. I remember all these Gator fans in the first couple of years was comparing Mario and Billy Napier. Now, from my 2 eyes, and maybe I'm blind, but last time I checked, I got 20/20. I don't need glasses. From what I've been seeing, Mario's been getting better. Not only recruiting, that O-line, he came in here to a trash O-line. Let's just be honest. We thought some of them O-lines that we had was better than they was, and now we're seeing what an O-line is supposed to actually look like. Damn, that's tough. Now, Billy, on the other hand, on the recruiting trail, every time he goes up against Mario, 9 out of 10 times he loses the battle. So the better players are choosing to come to the University of Miami. You could say it's for the bag. You could say it for whatever reason, but they're choosing Miami over the Gators. That's tough. Every now and then, 1 or 2 of them choose to go to Florida. It is what it is. You win some, you lose some, but we win most of them. So now I'm watching these Gators week in and week out. Just like I watch my Miami Hurricanes, just like I watch Florida State. I got to know what I'm talking about when I watch these teams and when I come talk to you guys. So I got to watch them. They fans be all, you're always talking about our team, blah, blah, blah. Listen, Florida Gator fans, if you look at my tweet, if I tweet 25 times a week, probably 20 of them is about you. Because after this season, I don't know when the next time we're going to play y'all. So I got to talk about y'all while I can. Now, obviously, with all the mishaps, and y'all probably going to end up needing to fire Billy and replace coaches, it's going to be a lot of conversation to have about you guys. So, the big three going to stand. Obviously, there's petitions out there for me to kick you guys out of the big three. Obviously, the nominee, you know who's been nominated to replace you guys. Hell, they just kicked the field goal to beat you. Now, every now and then, I make predictions, and I'm right. Most of the time, I'll be wrong as hell, dog. Can't even lie to y'all. Y'all been here with me. But I had Florida on upset alert this week. From the moment I watched USF played against Boise State last week, and I saw, okay, mistakes were made. USF took advantage of it. But I also sat there and said, you know what? I watched Florida also. DJ Lagway don't look that impressive to me and all that. So let me put into consideration before I just troll or say anything. And I knew UF and USF was going to be a good game. I knew it was going to be close. That was my game of the week. And I had Florida on upset alert. Now, whether USF beat them or they came close to beat them, I had them on upset alert. If USF didn't finish the job yesterday, in my mind, I was close enough. But they got the job done. They handled business. They went in that trap and took over that trap. It seems like everybody can go in that trap and take over that trap. Now, the next stretch of games for Florida ain't getting no easier. It's not going to be no easier. So now a lot of people who was making them 6-6 predictions, and a lot of them Vegas, having Florida at, I think it was a 6.5 or something like that, or whatever. A lot of Gator fans, they chant and fire Billy. The team has fallen apart. Hell, Billy probably already lost the locker room. So that's tough, Florida fans. Y'all got a long way to go. I listen to all the shows. I listen to Silk. I listen to High Top Sports. I listen to all of these Gator shows praising the Gators. Lagway this, Lagway that. Now, in the offseason, I told you guys, Lagway, if not healthy, this Florida team could go 2-10 just like Florida State did. 2-10. They could go 2-10 with an unhealthy Lagway. Right now, that is still up in the air. That could still happen. They could go 2-10 with a healthy Lagway. That team is unprepared. They're not focused. Now, I seen something yesterday that was so outrageous, egregious. I saw a Florida player spit in the face of a USF player. Now, arguably, you could say that's one of the reasons why they lost. Before that penalty, before that unsportsmanlike conduct, when he did get kicked out of the game, hell, he probably should get kicked off the team, in my opinion. The ultimate disrespect you could do to somebody is actually spit in their face. Spit on them, period. Spit in their direction. But this is what this guy chose to do on national TV in front of the world. Well, anybody that got SEC Network, But obviously, it's going to be highlights. It's circulating. It's circulating. Quite a shame. Now, from what I'm hearing, and I'm not sure if it's true, so I'm going to say alleged. Allegedly, DJ Lagway say they don't hold that against them. Somebody out here spitting in somebody's face, and you don't hold that against them. You don't hold that against them. That says something about your character. Let him spit in your face then. Let him spit in your face. Let's see if you don't hold it against them then. That's tough. Florida, y'all are an embarrassment to the big three. Y'all are an embarrassment to the state of Florida. Y'all just an embarrassment, period. You're an embarrassment to the SEC. There's nothing else to say. All y'all fans talk too much. Y'all talk too much. And for some odd reason, the product that you put on the field never back up anything y'all say. None of y'all ain't want to bet me this year. None of y'all. Y'all paid a lot of bills last year. Y'all paid a lot of bills. Listen, Miami Hurricane fans and Florida State fans, I have to apologize to you guys. I took a long hiatus from this YouTube thing because Florida Gator fans paid me. They paid me. Last year, I had so many bets with Florida Gator fans about that first game, and then Cam Ward and boys went up in the swamp and handled business. I got a nice lump sum for it. I took me a break for the first time from YouTube, and you know I've been rocking with you guys week in and week out, whether it's edited videos or whether it's videos in my car. Hell, videos in my work truck. Y'all see my headline. Y'all see the headline in the work truck. I don't care about that. I still drop them videos in that car. Because when there's things to talk about in Miami, y'all know we're going to talk about it together. That's why I love y'all over here on Big 3T2Y. If you're watching from YouTube, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Obviously, if you're listening from Twitter and you ain't on YouTube, go on over to YouTube and subscribe to the channel. Obviously, sometime during the show, I'm going to put my link in the chat, which is, if you're on YouTube, you could click on the link and you could come on the show and talk. You could show your face. You see me right here? You could show your face too, so the people who know what you look like and what you're talking about. One thing about Big 3T2Y, Florida State fans, y'all are welcome on my show. Florida Gator fans, y'all are welcome on my show. Miami fans, you're definitely welcome on my show. And obviously, the rest of college football fans, y'all are welcome on this show. When I put the link in the chat, all y'all is welcome. Talk about the subject at hand that we're talking about. Or if you got something, interesting that's going on in college football, we could talk about it too. But do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We're going to get into it, man. A lot of games got played, like I said. A lot of games got played. Miami handled business just like I thought they would. I finished watching the Florida game before I even turned to the Miami game, which was on ESPN+. Now, if you don't have ESPN+, obviously YouTube, if you go on YouTube and type in the Miami Hurricane versus Bethune-Cookman, somebody is live streaming it. Somebody's live streaming it. You're going to be able to watch it. We must see TV. We must see TV. The Miami Hurricanes is must see TV. So somebody's going to be live streaming that game. The Florida game was on SEC Network. If you search it on YouTube, you'll find it too. Now, like I said, I watched the Miami game right after the Florida game went off. I had to watch that to the end because it was very dramatic. Concerns for Florida. They can't score points outside of kicking field goals. Florida cannot score points outside of kicking field goals. Now, when they do score touchdowns, penalties kill them. They can't seem to be disciplined enough to actually let a touchdown play actually stand. Twice yesterday, I saw the Gators go into the end zone for a touchdown, and I saw both of those touchdowns get taken back. Undisciplined team. That says a lot about your coaches. That said a lot about your coaches. They don't respect you enough to actually let you have a chance of actually keeping your job, Billy. They don't. I heard your fans loud and clear yesterday chanting, "Fire Billy, fire Billy." It sounded like they were singing in a choir. It was amazing. It was lovely. It was beautiful. I remember Netflix put out their little Gator special from last year when Miami, the first episode when Miami knocked off Florida the way they did. Billy was going into the tunnel. And then somebody in the stand said, "Billy, you a bum. And you're living up to it right now. You're living up to it. You're living up to it." That's tough. Like I said, man, appreciate the $5 donation, boss. Let's I'm gonna put a link in the chat because man, we got a lot to talk about. I'm not gonna try to speed through the show today, but there's a lot to talk about. A lot of games got played. Honestly, a lot of people thought week 2 was gonna be boring because there wasn't that many high-profile games being played. Normally in week 2 and 3, it's Rudy Poo. Most teams choose to play like a cupcake game, or a lesser opponent, where you basically just get your guys ready, get some of the jitters out, and this, that, and the third. Some teams got actually challenged by some of those so-called cupcake games yesterday. Clemson, we're going to talk about you. We're going to talk about you. Dabo got it together in that second half. We're gonna talk about you. The link right now is in the chat for anybody that's watching that do want to come on to the show. Also, everybody that's in the chat right now that's typing, everybody that's listening, appreciate y'all. Ed D, I see you in there. Sage, I see you in there. Fresh, and everybody else. OG in the building. Everybody, let me matter of fact, let me do a quick roll call. Go through this thing real quick. Let me go back up. Tony, he's also FSU fan. Shout out to Tony. Miss Ellen in the building. What's good with you? Ham in the building. Rev Ron in the building. What's good? Master of Dream. Master of Dream is a Gator. I'm a I'm sad to be a Florida Gator fan right now. That is actually the mood of the Florida Gator fans. They're all sad. They're all sad. Don't feel bad, Master of Dreams One. You're amongst company. Your whole fan base should stand by you right now. Sad people need company, misery need company. So your fan base should all hold hands and kumbaya. That's tough. Oh man. All right, so let's get into it because I do got some Gator stuff. I want to get this Gator stuff out the way. I bookmarked a lot of stuff on Twitter, and I'm gonna share some of this stuff with you guys. I'm gonna share some of the stuff. So FSU, FSU, great win for them. Beat their opponent the way they're supposed to. It's like what 77-3 or something like that. Florida State handled business yesterday. Raise your hand. Raise your hand if your team is 2-0 right now. Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Hands up for those of you guys. Your team is 2-2. In 2025, right now, this season, you don't know what a loss feel like. Raise your hand. Man, that's tough. I probably just lost every Florida Gator fan. You know what? Sam. Gator Sam. Where you at? If you listening, I would love for you to hit that link. I would love for you to hit that link. But I need at least one Gator fans to come tell me what happened, tell me how they feeling. Come represent the Florida Gators. Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to represent you guys. Man, that's tough. All right, so let me go ahead and share this screen real quick. I got a few bookmarks from Twitter. Shout out to all the people on Twitter that provided this good content. Shout out to the people that recorded some of them Gator spaces. That's tough. That's tough right there, man. So, Gator spaces. That's the thing. If you listen to their fans talk, when they talking amongst each other, you hear a lot of good stuff.
You was there to bring the recruits. That's it.
Man, they need to fire that nigga. I gotta turn on some Rod Wave. What the fuck? I gotta listen to Rod Wave. Nigga, I don't want to listen to that shit. I want to listen to some shit.
I'll tell you, this is crazy. They got to fire Billy. Now their fan base is listening to Rob Wave. Rob Wave, dog. Listen, if you're a Seminole fan or a Miami Hurricane fan, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. You absolutely gotta love it. Man, that's tough. I couldn't stop laughing yesterday. When that ball went through the upright and I knew the game was over, 0 on the clock, Florida officially got knocked off. Man, I was laughing. Last night, I was looking for Gator spaces. I was looking for them. I wanted to hear all their excuses. I wanted to hear all of them crash out. You know they're going to crash out. Now, on their websites, them 247 Sports boards, all those Gator website with they boards, they fans are crashing out. They fans are crashing out a lot. Man, that's tough. That's tough as hell. Chris, what's going on with
you? Yo, what up? Mic check. What's good, T2Y?
Good. All right, so let's get through this video, man, because it's a lengthy one.
I listen to Rod Wave, bro. Hey, bro.
I told you, man.
Bro.
But that nigga garbage, bro.
It's no way, bro. He do that, bro, and not call a timeout, bro. It's no way he do that and not call a timeout.
This shit sad, bro.
Stupid,
For the
man.
last
This
3
shit so
years, we've been going through
stupid.
this same fuck shit with this same pussy
Stupid
ass
ass
bitch ass
shit,
coach.
dog.
This shit don't make no sense,
Man,
bro.
fire
Shit,
that
dog.
nigga
I ain't
now.
Yeah. For the past 3 years, they've been going through the same F-ish with this ad coach. That's tough. Man, I told y'all, when they crash out amongst each other, you got to be there. It's just something you got to witness.
Shout out to your boy Billy, man.
Before the ball got spotted, which was their theme for this year, spot the ball. DJ Lagway said, spot the ball. And that's all the Gator fans ran with.
Mic check, mic check.
So to hear them right now, Sarge,
What
it's
up,
amazing.
Sarge?
And we lost Sarge. But it's amazing. It's amazing to hear them crash out like this. Let's continue, because like I said, this is a lengthy recording.
I'm finna cancel anything Gator related I got. I'm canceling that shit right now.
My boy said he gonna cancel anything Gator related he got on campus. That's tough. That's tough. Boy, the crash out is real. Let's keep it going.
Now, fuck them niggas, bro. I ain't going to that Miami
But
game.
niggas really
We
was
had the
bad.
conversations in the
Hey,
dark.
It's
hey,
too much
Squid.
everything on that team, bro. It's too much
It's
everything on
just
that
me,
team. That nigga
Hey,
garbage, bro.
myself, and
hey,
my
bro.
That bitch need to
I'm
fire
love.
about, I'm
now.
about to.
Hey,
Fire his
We
ass
Buzzhead.
gotta
now.
Hey,
change the vibe.
Squid.
We finna change the vibe. We
My
gotta change the
heart
vibe.
said, this
Ty
baby
Dolla
said,
Sign, get the
oh,
mic.
me.
Come be my co-host. Come be my co-host. Please, this ain't no
Hey,
football space.
make me
This
co-host
ain't no
Squid. Make
football
me
space,
Man,
co-host.
get
man.
Condoleezza Rice on the phone, man. You niggas
This not
lied
no
to me,
football
man.
space. Y'all want to come in here and troll? I get it. This a Jet 2 holiday. Fuck Billy Napier. That nigga
There we
ass.
go.
That nigga cheap, bro.
Nah,
What the
that
fuck,
fucking
bro? We just
defensive
lost to
coordinator,
USF, bro.
bro. How the fuck are we playing 15 yards off and all they got to drive down the field, bro? That's the stupidest shit I
Yo,
ever
bro,
seen
I
in
don't
my
give a
life,
fuck.
bro.
Nigga can record me, whatever, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro. We don't supposed to lose to no motherfucking USF, bro.
Bro, we playing
Nigga ain't
15
general.
yards off, bro, and they got
Man,
to drive down the
I
field,
don't even
bro.
want to do my boy like that. Cause two, you a bad man, but man, fuck that nigga Billy, bro.
Bro, that nigga a hoe. Fuck that. That defensive coordinator a hoe.
Golly, bro.
That defensive bro,
Golly, this is a
bro,
Jet 2 holiday.
we
This is
played
not a
10 yards
football
off the
space.
whole
This is
game.
baby, where my remote at? Baby, give me my remote, please.
Man, I'm finna drink, hang out, man.
Shot
Man, fuck
o'clock, Jerry.
Billy.
If you ain't drinking,
I
if you
got
ain't on the Jet 2
I
holiday,
trust it. I want that bitch do good, but bitch, I
I
got
can't.
what I want.
I
I knew
can't. I'm
Billy.
not going to nothing, bro. I'm literally on Expedia. I'm finna go to TickPick. I'm canceling all that shit. I need my money back, bro. What the fuck? You think I'm finna get on the road? I'm not taking all work or nothing for that fuck ass bitch at coach, bro. What the
Where we
fuck?
jetting to? Where we jetting to?
Let me get my vacation time back,
How do
man.
you
What my
come
Where,
out
pussy
where we
with
ass
two
jetting
nigga.
to?
minutes 2 minutes left of the game? Your first play is a fucking pass, out route. Man, you
Heart
gotta be
been broke
fucking
so
kidding
many
me, man.
times. I
Don't
You
know
gotta be
what to
kidding me,
believe.
man. This
Where
man
we
got a
jetting
damn
that's
near
to?
100
my
yards,
fault.
and you pass the ball, man. Come
Hey,
on, bro. Come on, man. And then
we
you
just
get the
got
dumbest
jet.
pass
We just
ever.
got Jet 2 holiday at the crib, bro. Come on, bro.
Come on, man.
Bro.
Unbelievable, bro.
Come on,
Unfucking
bro.
Shit, don't
believable,
turn this
man.
phone off.
Hey, bro, it ain't. It's only a select few people who ain't Gators who getting the mic, bro. If you on that type.
You see, that's what it be like. You can't get a mic in the Gator space when they lose. You could get a mic when they talking trash, when they telling you how bad your team is. You can get a mic when they want to break down your team and tell you how much better their team is than yours. You get a mic then. But boy, when they lose, they some goddamn sore losers. They some goddamn sore losers. Some bunch of crybabies. Man, that's tough. Man, that's tough. They don't know how to take it on the chin, dog. I see a lot of tweets about a certain Gator fan named Q canceling all the bets that he done made right now. Man, that's tough. We only 2 games into the season. We only 2 games into the season. And this is the kind of activity you getting from Gator fans. That's why you got to be careful which one of these Gator fans you bet with. You got to be careful. You might not never get your money. Hell, they might run off on the plug twice like Plies. That's how Gator fans operate. They are not an honorable fan base. They're not.
Type of time. Bull, I know you. This is just your character. You straight. Yeah. this shit, everybody else
What
go.
we jetting to, Squid?
Miami
Squid, what we
fans,
jetting to? Forget
no.
all that.
No,
What we
ain't no
jetting to,
Miami fans
man?
allowed. No, I'm sorry, takes one bull, peanuts. You're not a Carlito. Yeah, remove. You already know yeah, go, Lito. Bye. Mookie, go bye. Yeah, going. Y'all coming in, bitch. Y'all better say their block list, the remove list, longer than the motherfucker. Bye. Nigga, hey, Eric going. You ain't
Hey,
never said shit
you say
about
which one?
State. Bye.
Hey,
Get
hey,
your ass out of
Squid.
here.
Billy don't need to see
Oh,
Monday,
okay.
man.
Starting now?
Billy don't need to see Monday. We can go and
Take
find his
one,
ass
you my boy.
now.
All right, so he just said something very interesting. Billy should not see Monday. Gators fans, Miami fans, Florida State fans. Now, let's just say Billy was the coach at the University of Miami or Florida State University. Should Billy see Monday? Should Billy be fired by tomorrow? Y'all let me know.
No.
Should Billy be fired by tomorrow, Chris?
I don't think so. I think he should stay. I think they should give him.
No. I don't think you're listening to the question. If Billy was the coach at the University of Miami, should he be fired by Monday?
He'd be fired yesterday.
Okay.
After the game.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't hear the Miami part. My bad.
Florida State fans, if Billy was your coach and what happened, all the debacles, well, I can't ask Florida State fans because they went through it last season and they didn't fire Norvell. I can't ask them. They'll tolerate that. They'll tolerate it.
We
My
might well
boy,
go
we
and
from the
find his
same
ass
county,
now, man.
but bye. Nah, I'm playing. Tell you, I ain't gonna do you like that. Tell you what. Hey,
P Black, it's gonna be a long season, my guy.
oh, this fuck ass bitch lost
Hey,
again, bro. To USF, bro. I get everybody else. I get the rank games. I get that, but come on, bro.
And my God,
Pussy,
DJ
rum
Lad.
drinker. You don't never come in
man.
this bitch.
DJ,
Bye,
hey, listen, DJ Lagway, man. Lord have mercy.
man. Y'all, man.
That
Ty Dollar,
bitch
how
is
you doing, Miss
garbage.
Ty
I'm gonna
Dollar?
keep it real with y'all.
Oh, snap. Y'all heard it. I didn't make this up. Y'all heard what they just said about DJ Lagway. Boy, they turned on him. They don't turn on Lagway, y'all.
Just that quick.
Lagway. That beat is garbage. Boy, that's tough. All I've been hearing from Gator fan is, we got Lagway. We got Lagway. We got Lagway. We got Lagway. Boy, I tell you. Texas A&M, Lagway. I tried to tell you, Lagway. You should have went to Texas A&M. You shouldn't have believed in this Billy Bull. All off season, the theme around Billy was believe. Boy, Gator fans, do y'all still believe? Is believe still the theme? What it is now? Y'all update me. I'm a little bit behind. Update me on what the new theme for Billy is. I think it got something to do with some high degrees, some temperature rising, maybe sun hot, fire, maybe fire. Yeah, fire. That's tough.
That is garbage, dog. Like David Garrard. That nigga trash
You
as fuck.
wanna be a cause in here because this ain't a football space. I'm trying to change the vibe in here.
Man,
These
calm
nigga
down,
pouring in
Squid. It's
here.
just one
These nigga
game,
pouring
bro.
in here. We not with that. We not with that.
It's just
This
one
not we
game, bro.
not talking. We
That
not talking
nigga,
about that whack ass
man,
shit in here, bro.
tell
Kenny
that nigga.
Napier it needs to get fired, bro. Straight up and down, bro. We just lost to USF at the crib, bro. At
At
the
the
fucking crib,
crib,
bro.
bro. We lost
Bitch, you
at
got one
Florida,
job.
bro.
You got one fucking job, bro. Stop calling them fucking plays. Peon ass, man.
Man,
I
he's
can't
so
even say the C
dumb.
word
He don't
because
even let the people
I
score.
respect y'all in here, bro.
Hey,
So I don't want to
listen.
say the C word,
He
but
don't
that
even
bitch
let the
suck
people
at that
Hey,
score,
shit,
I
bro.
bro.
don't
He
see
supposed to
how
let us
y'all didn't see that
score.
shit last week, man. I don't see how y'all didn't see that shit last week. I seen it last week.
Golly.
Damn,
Not
he
Like
good.
didn't
everybody
even
seen
let,
it last
bro. They
week.
supposed to
Man,
let
I seen
Brown score.
Man,
Golly,
bad as
bro.
it.
They supposed to
Can't
let
see shit
Brown
last week.
score, man. Hey,
This shit
Q, I
seen it
crazy,
told
last
you,
week.
bro.
boy.
You ain't see it last week. That shit blind.
This shit
I
Hey,
crazy,
seen
what's
that shit
bro.
hey,
last week.
what's up, y'all
This
boys?
Hey,
shit crazy.
Spruce, I
Spruce.
told y'all.
Spruce. That nigga
Yeah,
put his ass, that nigga
yeah,
packed that
Man, I'm
bitch
finna
bags
pop
up
it. I
tonight.
told y'all.
That
yeah,
I
nigga
told
called
y'all that
hey,
USF.
dumbass shit.
hey,
Y'all
yeah.
hey,
pushing the
listen,
dumbass
hey,
shit.
hey, listen. To be
You
fair,
ain't.
hey, listen,
No,
right?
but
Ain't no
hit that
damn
boy.
Hey,
Hit
no,
defense
that
no,
in
I
boy
that
get
with
it.
that
joke.
too.
It ain't no defense in
Man,
this
this bitch
shit.
Hold on.
suck,
Let me just
bro.
say something real quick.
Man, that's tough. Young Seminole, what's going on, my guy?
What's up?
I know you feeling good.
It's even better day watching games.
You know what? My bad for calling you young Seminole. What up, 2-0 gang? What up, 2-0 gang?
2-0 gang. There, yep, that worked.
2-0 gang. It's a Seminole, man. Go ahead.
Oh man, I got some more stuff, man.
Hey, yo,
I want to give a quick shout out to
them boys who gonna set fire to the stadium.
Man, I want to give a quick shout out to DVD though, DeMarcus Van Dyke. And you guys know he's up there coaching them on DBs at USF. Man, I was told that Trey Wilson was going to be this crazy receiver, and I ain't seen him do nothing. I am not impressed.
Oh yes,
man.
Was that Vernell Brown the third too? He was supposed to be so great too.
I ain't seen nothing. Man,
should have came to the U, boy.
Should have
came to the U.
You know, in all fashion, after everybody whooped the Gators, take over their trap, you know, everybody in the back celebrating. They got a defensive lineman or offensive lineman. I don't know what she is. But every year when they get whooped, she always there to direct. So we're going to There go DVD.
Mm-hmm.
Here from my defensive lineman / offensive lineman. He always directing and telling people to be quiet. Don't celebrate because y'all whoop. She's always there to keep the peace. But look at my boy DVD, man. Let's go. It's just something about Hurricanes, whether they coaching or they playing, that just knows how to knock off them Gators. Something about it, man. Man, listen, I got a lot of Gator material, and we're going to go through them today. I seen some of the stuff that's been tweeted off the boards. My wife got deported 2 months ago. I am more upset with Billy than Ice. My boy said his wife got deported, and he's more mad at Billy about them goddamn Gators than he is that his wife actually got deported by ICE. Man, what is this? This is some great crash out material. Great crash out material. I've even seen Florida Gator fans telling Billy he should unalive himself.
I told you I didn't see the hype with them this year. I didn't see it. Oh, DJ Lagway was doing.
I told y'all, man, I got these dudes on upset alert. Last week, I tried to tell y'all, I was not impressed. And of course, it always comes right after they lose. Lane Kiffin to the Gators. Lane Kiffin. Boom. They already making their edits. Man, Lane Kiffin to Florida. Last season, after they beat Lane Kiffin, he was trash, garbage, basura. Now, they back on the Lane train. Gator fans ain't got no shame. They ain't got no shame. Now, crazy thing is, Lane Kiffin almost took an L yesterday, too.
Yes, he did.
Almost, but almost doesn't count. Now,
wasn't it almost Kentucky or somebody like that? Because I didn't see the game. I was at work. Yeah.
Now, just another. We got another video here. We got to go through. Obviously, just got Uber from a Florida fan who was on the phone with another Florida fan. So we're gonna listen to this.
What he said?
What was on that phone going nuts?
I'm depressed too, cuz. I'm good. No, you ain't, bro. I'm not, but I am. I know I may not. I'm finna. What he said?
That one y'all might have to watch on your own because the volume pretty low. Obviously, he's recording his buddy talking to another Gator fan. These are Gator fans talking on the phone. Buddy said he depressed. The other dude on the phone talking about he good. He was like, no, you ain't, bro.
I am, but I ain't.
If you follow me on Twitter, I'm going to repost it. I'm going to repost it so you guys can hear it. It's hilarious. The crash out
man.
on the Gators is crazy. Gainesville, Gainesville, man. The lies that I've been told about the swamp, I don't believe them no more. I used to believe them. Now, obviously, after the game over, the fans are leaving, but they got the quiet going.
See, and look.
Damn.
What they want to do? Fire Billy.
See, you gonna have to back off them a little bit, man. They're gonna go into hiding in the week 2 already, man. Like we ain't gonna see the rest.
Listen, man, you speaking from experience?
You damn right.
Hey,
damn right.
Hey, T2Y, let me ask y'all a question. What happened to that Josh dude? That big Gator fan.
Hold on now. I got Josh too. He's in the queue.
Oh.
We're gonna get to
okay.
the queue.
Oh, I gotta get this. I gotta hear this. This is gonna make my damn day.
What's
I can go to work. I can go to work tonight with a smile on my face.
He's in the queue. I like Josh though. I like Josh.
That's cool. Let him up. I want to hear the excuses.
Now, obviously, when you win, you like to talk a little trash.
What's going on, Bulls Nation? Got the dog here in the swamp. Headed back to Tampa. Turn up. Thank y'all for coming down. Hey, love y'all. Bulls Nation signing out.
What's good, Bull Nation? Shout out to all the USF fans out there enjoying their night.
All them 5,000 UF.
They got the dub heading back to Tampa. Man, that's tough. Now, this is what took the cake yesterday. This is one of the most nastiest things you could do as a person. So I want you guys, you know what?
Highly disrespectful.
Pay attention to number 90 right here. Pay attention to him. Obviously, I can't make it big because I don't know what YouTube's policies are about people spitting in other people's faces. So,
man, come on, man, really?
Make it big.
Look, they go throwing shoes and spit in people's faces.
Oh, just spit on. Gets into the face and then spits.
Is this a culture? Is this the culture at Florida? Because I saw videos from last year of a lot of Florida fans trying to spit on Miami fans. I've seen a lot of them videos. Yeah, but culture.
Really talk about this though, Tease. The fact is that they're still up by 1 point right here. This is like a second down. I watched this when this happened. This was a second down that they stuffed them on. They'll be coming up on a third down right here. They gave them 15 yards in the first down on this. Like, how stupid can you be to do something like that?
I didn't even see the whole game. How you
before that, you had gave up pass interference.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
you helping them march the field to get into Dramatica's range.
USF missed the 58-yard field goal by a couple yards. He was short. And then when they get the ball back, you're gonna get a PI, and then you're gonna spit in dude's face. Like, come on, man. That's 30 yards you gave him.
Yep. And I love every bit.
That's their own fault.
Mm-hmm. Like, it's like you helped them whoop y'all behind. Like, come on, dude. And that's the nastiest thing that you could ever do to somebody. I would rather for somebody to slap me in the face than to spit on me, dog.
Yeah, that's
nasty.
You're right, Chris. You ain't lying.
Real talk, man. You slap me in the face, I'm gonna slap you back. You spit on me, boy, I'm gonna have to. Man, look, boy.
You ain't lying.
Boy, you already know what's gonna happen. You already know.
It's like a culture thing, man. I know it's on a different coaching staff, but like they go from throwing that shoe, a few years back.
Mm-hmm.
Now they spit on other players too. Like, come on, man.
The Marco Wilson special. Now,
I wonder how long he's gonna be out for.
Now, in trolling fashion, USF, at every end of the third quarter, they play that on Tom Petty, won't back down, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
USF shows the video of them kicking the field goal to win the game, and then they put in the caption, "Didn't back down."
Oh wow!
Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. First, Miami was beating them so bad they didn't even want to sing Tom Petty. The Miami fans sang Tom Petty.
Oh wow! I remember that.
Talking about them didn't back down. Man, at this point, Tom Petty got to put his foot down, dog. Y'all got to stop my shit. Y'all gotta stop playing my song. Y'all are a misrepresentation of don't back down because all y'all do is back down. Man, that's tough. Florida was a when it first opened, it was a 19.5 point favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Then it started dropping. A lot of people started putting money on USF. Maybe they listen to T2Y when I put them on, upset alert. Maybe some people listen to me and they actually put money on USF. Shout out to those people. Probably 1 or 2 people did that. But nonetheless, the line kept dropping. But I think the last time I saw it, there was a 17.5 point favorite. And I was like, Vegas, y'all about to lose a lot of freaking money. Because if you watched the Gators last week and you watch USF, you knew this game was going to be a dogfight. You knew it was going to come down to the end.
You know USF's never gone into the swamp and beat them either before. That was the first time.
Hey,
first really?
Time for everything.
Yeah, that's what the announcers said.
Wow.
They played times previous, and USF's never beat them. So they went into the swamp and whipped their ass.
Now, I know the Gators. I think from what I'm seeing, the numbers, and I'm not quite sure if the numbers are actual, right? But I think they paid USF to come there $500,000 to play. I don't think that's
They paid them $500,000 to get an ass whooping.
I don't think that's right.
I was just about to say the same thing. I was about to say the same damn thing, but you just take the words right out of my damn mouth. They did.
Now, I'm going to have to take a jab at Florida State with this one.
Oh,
just like when Jacksonville State came in and planted the flag, USF had to take a picture during the Gator chomp on their field. This is USF field.
Look, I'm sure if we look close enough, we can find Middle Tennessee State doing the same thing. Y'all gonna play. Come on now.
That's tough. We don't own Hard Rock, though. Take that up with the Dolphins.
It was your stadium that night.
Take that up with the Dolphins. Y'all always telling me we rented. Oh, here's another one for you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Lagalele. Oh my God, man, I'm good.
That's cousin.
Damn, bud. They don't win from the Savior to Uilangalele. My goodness, that's tough right there, boy. That's tough. The boy don't win from the Savior to whatever you want to call him now. Now I'm showing video right here from Syracuse. Syracuse beat UConn barely in overtime. Right after the game, Fran Brown had them boys running. Apparently he wasn't pleased with the way they won.
That's good coaching. They played like shit. Run the sprints afterwards.
Fans still in the stand. They gotta run. You gotta run. You ain't had to I thought. Y'all weren't disciplined as I thought. You didn't execute as I thought. Y'all finna run. He might be serious.
I would have done the same thing. Get overtime against UConn. There's no reason UConn should be on the same field as Syracuse.
Listen, man. At this point, I need ACC teams to win. I need y'all to make our schedule look good. I need them to stop saying we played Rudy Poos.
Yeah, well, look at how Duke didn't handle business yesterday. Duke should have
handled
Look at Virginia Tech didn't handle business yesterday.
You're right.
Look at Clemson getting scared yesterday.
Yeah, boy, against Troy.
Put up their ass for the first 3 quarters.
Man, that's tough.
I'm telling you, dog.
That's what the Gator fans had to say. In all kind of weather. Boy, I love to see this man cry. I love to see their team cry. All they do on Twitter is cry. They tell lies, pump up the team, and then when shit go wrong, they all lie. Peter Shields said, T2, I'll leave us out of this.
You should go ahead and cry, T2.
With the forecast along with Adrian Perez. We just wanted to get out of the stadium. We'll be completely transparent with y'all. We just wanted to get back to Adrian's place, and we're just chilling here now and trying to decompress. And I think I will fight on this in the podcast later in the week, but I think this is the worst loss in school history, and I have bullet points to back that up. But Adrian, your initial reaction to it's certainly one of the worst losses in recent memory.
Yeah, we talked about that at the stadium, and we said either this one or the Georgia Southern loss. and Georgia Southern had reasons for that loss.
Yep.
Mind you,
don't steal my talking points. Yeah,
right.
We had Skyler Morning at quarterback that day.
Yeah.
There's no such excuse today.
But with all the expectations from this team, Billy's 4th year, DJ Lagway, the chosen one at the quarterback, to lay this stinker, and I called it in the preseason podcast. I said Billy has to avoid the yearly stinker he lays. Okay, he lost to Arkansas 1 year, he lost to Vandy another year, and now USF at home. Can't get away from that, man.
And then you get beaten down by Miami and Texas A&M a year ago to start his 3rd year, and we think that that's the guillotine drop moment. It's not. He finishes out the year. There's a lot of momentum heading into his 4th year because you beat LSU, you beat Ole Miss, you beat a terrible FSU team, and then you go and you beat a pretty meh Tulane team in the bowl game. And now you have all this hype coming into year 4. This is the year. You have an All-American at center in Jake Slaughter. You have another good offensive lineman in Austin Barber. You have Damian George playing his more natural position. The offensive line should be eating. Your defensive line is good, right? You got George Gumbs coming back. You got Tyreek Sapp. Caleb Banks hasn't even played yet. But you got Brendan Bett coming in from Baylor. There's a lot of hype around him.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and then you
Hold on. 20 minutes before Brendan Bett did what he did, I had tweeted, is Brendan Bett even playing today?
Yeah.
And then a couple people had said, yes, he is. He's just having no impact.
Yeah.
20 minutes later,
he spits on an opponent. And that's the 2nd time it's happened under Billy Napier. 2 years ago, Jamori Lyons did it against FSU. That helped flip that game around. So talking about discipline and talking about doing all the little things right, that is 2 times now. Florida has lost the game on its home field because a player spit in an opponent's face.
What was the most disappointing part of this game tonight for you? I mean, there's so much, but what is number one?
The fact that it's close for 3 quarters, the fact that it won't back down, and all the light show and the fans getting juiced into it, the fact that that has to be something that flips momentum in your favor, that.
Honestly, Mr.
Young, it was.
Thank you for the $5.
I think just the play of DJ
$5 cash out.
Yeah, the play of DJ Lagway to me has been the most disappointing part so far this whole season. And we're gonna never know because of the cloak and dagger way of college football coaches nowadays. We're not gonna ever know how injured DJ Lagway was.
Yeah.
Right. But the mismanagement of DJ Lagway since the Tulane game of last year, I think is going to be something that Billy Napier has to answer for because DJ Lagway has regressed from last year.
Definitely.
He looks bad.
Trammell Jones looked better a week ago.
Ooh.
Yep. Then DJ Lagway has looked in the first half last week.
The backup quarterback looking better.
We want to talk about X's and O's. The most disappointing X's and O's piece of this. What are you doing in the last 3 minutes of the game with the clock? I understand. I understand that South Florida loads the box up, so it's a little more difficult to run. But this is what you said was your strength all off season long. This is your year, right? You have the All-American. We can go through those talking points again. You have your guys at offensive line, and it's supposed to be the part of the game that wins it for you. And now is when you decide to throw the football after you run the ball all game long, and people are upset that Napier's being too conservative. Now with 3 minutes to go and South Florida they already wasted a timeout.
Yeah.
They're down to 2 timeouts.
So on first down, he
throws the ball, and Lagway missed a throw. You can put the blame on him, but of all times to get conservative, that's when you think he would do it, and he doesn't.
You think that's the time to ride Ball?
That's Ball or Jackson.
Peter Shields with the $5 donation. T2Y 2-10 had me move back to Utah. Damn,
you relocated to a whole nother state.
I told y'all that in hiding, bro.
Listen, at least now, Peter Shields, thank you for telling us at least one place is that the nose was hiding. We was looking for y'all. And we had no idea that y'all was in Utah.
I think some of them were down there in Tijuana too.
I didn't know if y'all noticed, but Doak was closed last year.
Oh yeah, it was.
Renovation.
It wasn't because It wasn't because of renovations neither. But I'm gonna tell you something. That was diabolical. That boy. That was diabolical.
I'm trying to tell
Let's
you, it was close last year.
let's get through these Gator thoughts.
You would think, and again, I know that they loaded the box. I know that they were daring DJ to throw. I know there was one-on-one coverage, and I know Lagway missed the throw. But again, when that is the strength that you have been talking about to the media, you've been talking about that to your players, that we're going to be a line of scrimmage team all off season long, and then you don't trust it against South Florida?
Man, so much. I mean, that's just the disappointing part too. The defense gives up only 16 points, right? Because you can't count the two of the safety. But the defense was somewhat disappointing also, man.
Gave a lot of yards, didn't get any pressure.
Didn't get any pressure at all. Was the Tyreek sack the only sack there?
Yep, I believe so. There were I think 2 or 3 other plays where they generated pressure.
Hold on, time out. Tyreek Sapp. Dog, pull your pants down, bro. I'm tired of seeing you put your pants up all the way to your thighs out there on the field trying to look like a bad bitch. Pull your goddamn pants down to your knees, dog.
He had a tackle for loss, man. He looked good when he was hitting that damn running back, though.
I'm sorry, bro. But if you ain't going to play for 60 minutes completely applying pressure, pull your goddamn pants down, bro. You look like you had on booty shorts out there when they put the camera on you, man. Like, come on, guys. Have some pride. You know what? Don't have some pride, because that pride might mean something different nowadays. Let's get back.
Oh my God.
Let's get back.
Man, you gotta go on something else about these damn crybabies, man. Find a new video. They boring as hell.
Hold on. I still want to hear him cry though.
Tackles for loss. I haven't seen the stat yet.
Cormani
played a lot of tackles for loss.
Cormani had 1 nice play.
Less than 5.
But yeah,
the whole game. So the defensive play was also somewhat disappointing, man. Just thought that they would get more pressure. Banks hasn't been able to play yet, so that probably came back to bite them. But they should not. That should not have been the deciding factor.
No, and that should not have been the deciding factor. Nor should the referee's decisions to throw flags in certain spots and not others. The refereeing was terrible, but guess what? You shouldn't be in a kind of game with South Florida that relies on them to help you out. You shouldn't need them to make the correct call for you to win this type of game.
All right, so next week is LSU.
That's going to be fun.
So let's go right now, man. What's the record at the end of the year?
I mean, look, I still think Mississippi State is a game Florida should have. Now seeing what they're doing to Arizona State.
17-0 against Arizona State.
I'm not so sure about that one. Kentucky's really bad. But then again, they were with Ole Miss for a while.
And it's at Kroger. And no one goes into Kroger and pushes them around.
Florida sure has. Florida's lost the last 2 there. And I mean, like this is the point where we talk about, all right, where does Florida go next? I know Northern Illinois came into Notre Dame and beat them last year, but there's a big difference between a Marcus Freeman run program and a Billy Napier run program, and failing to recognize that is just intellectually dishonest.
All right, so listen, we're going to wrap this up, but let's give a record, and is Billy Napier coaching the first game next year? What's the record at the end of this season, and is Billy Napier coaching this team game 1, 2026?
That's 5 years. I think Florida's going to have a real uphill battle to get to a bowl game. I think that is very optimistic. I'm thinking 4-8, 5-7. They're not going to lose every game.
4-8, 5-7, and is Billy Napier back next year?
I think he is, because of we just extended our athletic director for another 5 years, who seems to really like him, who had every reason to fire him last year, including the buyout money in his pocket, and instead goes the talking point, chose to spend it on NIL.
All right, here goes. I saw some things that I don't think Billy Napier is going to be able to rally the troops like he did last year. The Brendan Bett situation is going to linger. Yeah. Okay, you get a player in that moment spit in another player's face. Was he not watching the football game 2 days ago? Jalen Carter of the freaking Eagles? Yeah. That, in that situation, is going to be a problem in the locker room. Yeah. And we'll see how Billy handles this. People are saying that kid should be kicked off of the team.
I think he should be.
So we'll see how Billy handles this. That's number 1. Number 2, I saw some stuff post-game that was kind of weird. With some players on the field. I'm not going to mention names, okay?
Yeah.
maybe some other time, but I saw some situation with some players walking off the field, the ones who went to the corner to do the fight song, the alma mater and stuff like that. I saw some dynamics there that Billy's going to have his hands full, man. I don't see the rally around the Gator flag like what happened last year. I'm calling 3-9, and Strickland has no choice but to fire Billy at the end of this year. And you're probably going to lose Lagway. You know what? I think you might lose Lagway anyways, because I think people are going to get into Lagway's ears and tell him, dude, you're not being developed. This offense that you're running, and I think Lagway might be looking around regardless of Billy being here or not. But I don't think Billy will be here next year. I call 3-9. You gotta fire him 3-9, 4-8.
You think?
That doesn't matter.
You would think
4-8.
You
gotta fire him. So 3-9. Billy's gone at the end of this year. So now we start. Now we start the Billy death march to the end of the year. This was the easy game. Yeah. This was the easiest game left on your schedule, and you just lost it. Okay? That's it. Now you got 10 games that you could really lose every one of these games. You could really lose every single one of these games. Now, the Billy Napier experience will tell you that they'll come back next week and beat LSU.
And then they'll lose by 50.
And then they'll go to Miami.
That's what happens.
And so who knows, man? Who knows? But heck, they did make up for the no penalties last week. You got to give it to Billy and the boys. They came in strong. They say, hold it. Goose egg and penalties?
No, it's not
we're going to show you, man. We're going to 11, baby. All right?
Oh, man.
Whoa. I see them get stomped on the ground.
The 3-9 and the 4-8. Wow, that took me out. And here I am being humble and modest and saying 6-6.
What were you thinking, T2Y? What was you thinking?
The real question is, can Florida actually outdo Florida State and go 1-11?
That would be hilarious,
bro. If they,
look, let's be real. They go 1-3. Look, by week 5 they'll be 1-3. They're gonna lose to LSU and then they'll lose to y'all in 2 weeks. So that's 1-3 right there.
At that point, do you not fire him?
Look, they might not have money. They might be poor down there and they should be lying. Hillbillies ain't got no damn money. Man, moonshine ain't sounding like it used to be.
No, let's just say they do fire Billy. You seen earlier I posted the Lane Kiffin thing. I got another candidate that they say they want. Bam. They already putting their markers on them.
Yeah, right.
Damn, they want somebody else that could lose to Miami.
Who is it?
Marcus Freeman, Notre Dame head coach.
Oh my God! Wow.
They want Marcus Freeman.
He would be better than Billy though.
These Gators, they never cease to amaze me. Man, that's tough. Okay. Another one. I told y'all, man, I got these specials for y'all.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, check this out.
They whipped us.
Boy, T2, I got ammunition for the ass.
Hold on, Chris. Hold on now.
Man,
it's all over the timeline.
Hold on. Let's get through this video.
They whipped us. They beat us. And I don't know what's going on with Lagway. He's terrible. Jeffy's terrible. He's got wide open guys. He can't get him. Wide open. Yeah. I mean, if nobody's going to say it, I'll say it. But Billy Napier, it's over, man. It's over, dude. I just can't. I don't even. Whipped us.
He's
over, dude.
I warned Gators fans that DJ Lagway was the most overrated quarterback coming out of high school. They didn't want to believe it.
Check this out. Just a little meme for you. They put Lagway face on that little dog. He's like, he tried his best to make him look so vicious.
Jesus. I bet.
They try to tell us how great Lagway was. He's the best quarterback in the country. We got Lagway. Man. Man,
bet you.
the tides has turned.
I bet your Graham Merson don't look too bad right about now.
There's something about grammars don't look bad right now.
And of course, my boy Josh Prey, he had to come in and save the day. This is a different kind of Josh Prey video. I've seen Josh Prey go through it, but boy, I tell you, this one took the cake. I actually felt bad for him.
This is all I have. I have nothing else. Nothing. My hairline's receding. My stamina is terrible. I'm washed. I'm chopped. People calling me unk. I have nothing else. This is all I have to sit down and watch football on Saturday. And the college team that I love to death, like literally give me heart palpitations. This is all I got. I ain't got nothing else. Nothing. For USF to come to Gainesville, Ben Hill, they came there. They didn't fly. They took a bus there. I have no tears to cry. I can make a slow song. I can make a cut. I have no tears to cry. No more. Billy Napier, I'm just a fan. You a family man. You seem like a great guy. You seem like a guy that you don't want to lose, but you're losing. You're not trying to lose, but you are not winning. You ain't winning. You lose. I have nothing. I have nothing. All my friends' teams are winning. I have nothing. Nothing. I can't go to God about this. The Lord gonna look at me and say, that ain't got nothing. I got it. I have nothing.
This is hilarious.
I have nothing. I have nothing.
My boy
This brings me joy seeing these Gator fans cry.
Tommy Cruz, appreciate the $5 donation. I hope they keep Billy. College football is so much better, so much more entertaining with him as their coach.
Honestly, I'm thinking Billy. I don't think they win a game the rest of the season.
I want them to keep Billy. I'm right there with you. It is so much entertainment, year in and year out, listening to their fans cry about whether they should keep him or whether they should fire him, whether he's gonna get better, whether he's gonna get. Man, it's so much entertainment behind Billy. We are so tied at the hip with them when it comes to recruiting because we go after the same people too. And every time Mario stuff him in the locker room, it's so entertaining. Man, please don't fire Billy, Florida. Please don't fire Billy.
Yeah, no, and T2Y. I'm saying this because I think this season is going to be a complete failure for Bill Belichick. I don't think they're ever going to hire a former NFL coach in college again after what's happening with Bill. To be honest, that I think it's going. I don't, because there was rumors that teams were looking at John Gruden to be their next head coach.
John Gruden won. He won a coach again too.
Yeah, but after it seems like this is going to be a failure with Bill Belichick. To be honest, I don't think they're going to do that again.
The AP poll up. Yeah, we'll look at it in a second. So obviously, everybody walking the Gator trap, take over their trap, and of course, they celebrating in their locker rooms. Man, that's tough. Dramatica. Y'all remember that name?
Martin Dramatica?
Yes, one of the best kickers in the world. I think he was playing for the Bucks, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he was a former He's a former FSU kicker, and he went to the Bucks too. The Bucks and the Cardinals.
Great kicker.
He was the one that wasn't he the kicker that injured himself celebrating?
I'm not sure, but great kicker. Great kicker. And it seems like it runs in the genetics. Because Dramatica was the game winner for USF. Put the dagger in him. Great win. Enjoy yourself in their locker room, man. We know the feeling.
He almost had him beat with a 59-yard field goal, man. He was like only a yard short.
This is all I have. I have.
Yeah.
Now,
58 or 57, he would have drilled it.
There's also a Florida account, a troll account,
Lord have mercy.
named a 0-3 Sports.
Yeah.
Supposed to be charity for 0-3. Now, this is what he said, and I hope they hold him to it. There's no way Florida loses to this USF team. If they lose, I will tattoo a shiny USF logo on my calf. I don't know.
Lord.
No, I'm gonna say this. I do not know if they held that Florida State fan to the fire to eat that dog shit.
Hey, T, go to Twitter and see if there's any reposts on this, man.
All I know is this guy need to get that shiny bull on his leg. He need to get a shiny bull.
With how delusional Florida fans are, I wouldn't be shocked if no Florida fan held this guy accountable.
Every time this guy posts, there should be tattoo ideas underneath his posts for him. We need live video evidence of him going to get that tattoo.
Yeah.
We need live videos of the tattoo finish. And I ain't talking no AI shit.
You can't be putting that stuff on Twitter if you ain't gonna do it.
We're T2Y. We're making fun of them for losing. Let's not overlook South Florida ourselves.
Oh no, we won't be.
Listen,
can you hear me?
Time. Don't bring that scary stuff in here. We are not Florida. We are built different.
I know we're built different, but Mario. Well, what I'm saying, Mario has a tendency to lose a game he's not supposed to.
Anthony, hold on.
Anthony was telling the truth now.
I can't allow you to do this, Anthony. I can't allow you to bring no doubt in the Miami Hurricanes.
He's telling the truth.
Yourself. Listen, I'm a fan. I could overlook them all I want. I keep telling y'all this. I could talk shit to them. I could tell them they ain't got no chance in hell. But I know my team and I know my coach. They ain't preaching that same rhetoric that I'm preaching. They gonna take them serious, and we're gonna whoop their ass. We're gonna put belt to ass. We are not the Gators.
Well, all Anthony's saying though is that Mario tends to fuck up a game.
This ain't the one. This ain't the one.
That's all he's saying. He's speaking truthful.
This ain't the 1, 2, 3, or 4. This ain't it. We are not the Gators. We are not Billy and the
We're not. We're honestly. I don't want us to. I'm not saying it that I want them to lose, but I think we sweep all the Florida teams on our schedule.
Yeah, fuck off with that.
Damn right.
Stop
Damn right. Damn right. Now, let's just take that and translate right over to this after week 2 update of their college football, playoffs brackets.
Yeah, is it the bracket or the actual poll, Tifa?
Nah, this is an updated bracketology.
Oh, okay.
So they updated it after all the games got played yesterday. Ohio State number 1, LSU number 2, Miami number 3. Basically, when you say that means Miami win the ACC.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you got Florida State on here too at number 8. So that's just telling me that Miami beat Florida State in the ACC championship game.
Yeah, that does say that. That means that y'all lost in the regular season and y'all won the championship game.
It's also telling me that we probably beat you in the regular season too, according to this.
That's not what that tells me.
Obviously, last week they had Florida.
No, hold on. You told me two lost Florida State is number 8 in the country?
That's
what you're feeling right now.
That's tough. If you play the ACC championship, they're not. Remember now, you play the ACC championship, they're not gonna hold it against you. So your only loss at the end of the season.
You're dropping the rankings. You still dropping.
No, think about this. Your only loss is to Miami, a ranked Miami, highly ranked Miami.
And Miami
not gonna drop too far because you probably gonna be ranked a little bit high too.
And Miami's only loss will be to Florida State too. That's why.
So you're not gonna drop too far if you lose to Miami.
First of all, we're not losing to Florida State. We're gonna go into Doak Campbell and blow you guys out like we did Florida.
That's what I'm talking about, Anthony. Talk that jump. Talk that jump. Speaking in existence. All right. Let's continue. Penn State at number 4. They got Oregon at 5, Georgia at 6, Texas at 7, Florida State 8, Oklahoma at 9, number 10, Notre Dame, number 11, Iowa State. That's questionable after watching them play. And of course, at number 12, they got the USF Bulls. Well, let me get the Bulls some credit real quick. 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row, the Bulls played ranked teams, and they beat them. And they beat them. Now, obviously, we're watching this. I have not pulled up the AP poll yet. I will in a second. Don't spoil it if you already seen it. I'm going to see if the Bulls on there. Because they have already beaten 2 ranked teams. They ain't beat Miami. We're not going to be added to that list.
Hey,
they're probably the only team in the country right now that has beaten 2 ranked teams this year.
What would be funny about this is that we might have to change the Gators out for another big 3 with the Bulls.
Hey, dog, I've been getting a lot of petition for that. Getting a lot of petition.
Yeah, they ain't lying on that one, that dog.
I might have to hit up the USF fans and say, listen, man.
Y'all remember
big 3, y'all got to come in here and represent. But next week when we blow them out, and then it's going to be a whole. Let's hold off on USF.
Hey, but hold on, if y'all do beat USF, and if their only losses to y'all, they're still going to get in.
Because last year they talked a lot of trash to me, and I was feeling the vibes, and then we beat them 50-15. So let's hold out. Let's hold out for a second. Now,
the man said Penn State was smack Miami.
Kicking Florida out, that's very considerable. That's very considerable.
Amateur, that's not true.
Mic check. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
What's not true?
No, Antoine said Penn State would smack Miami.
Like how they smacked FIU?
Yeah, but I said Penn State struck with FIU yesterday. What you mean?
They ain't play nobody yet.
Exactly, but they struggled.
The verdict ain't out on Penn State yet, but we're gonna find out. Though we're gonna find out. They got to play Ohio State. Remember that.
Penn State gonna have 2 or 3 losses like they always do.
So the bracket's out. We ain't gonna take that too serious. It's only week 2. Games still got to get played.
It looks solid to me.
Here's another creator. I love these creators. I remember last season before Miami played the Gators, this guy was talking all trash about Miami. Miami ain't got their own stadium. They renting. They don't care, blah, blah, blah. And then we smashed them, and he was on the field, laying on the field with his hands on his head like he wanted to cry. So, obviously, USF did it to him again.
Yeah, that's the video. That's the one. That's why I was going to ask if you see it.
Doesn't really do it.
My boy going through it. My boy is going through it. What they say? It's great to be a Florida Gator. That's tough. That's tough. I guess
I mean, swinging like Buddy from Boys from the Hood.
I guess Auburn done started their own little thing too. They got going.
Tommy, I agree with you. These Florida State fans have way too much dip on their tip.
I kind of like this little celebration thing. Y'all let me know in the chat. Is this better than Tom Petty at the end of the third? Damn,
yep.
Who's this, T2Y?
Oh.
Who was it?
I don't know why it's acting up right now.
Who was celebrating this?
This is Auburn.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
You know how they got the third quarter, everybody got their own kind of celebration. This was fun. This was actually nice.
Flag surfing not been allowed in Tallahassee.
The thunder outside. Okay, I get it.
Yeah. Speaking of Auburn, has anybody heard from Peanut?
Nope. After
Y'all get
the Alabama game, that's what T said.
now.
He said, peanut. I said nope.
Now somebody said this is USF on the way back to Tampa.
¿Para qué verga me toma video que ahí va? La moto,
About right.
ahorita le vamos a mandar el video y le. No, no, ya que llegamos allá. Tengan tu tío libro que.
That USF way back to Tampa. Man, that's tough. God dog it. All right.
Oh boy. I told them boys not to take USF for granted. I said, dog. He was like, man, when they win against y'all. I said, listen, them boys can play. They just don't have the depth. They hung in there with Alabama, Nick Saban's Alabama 2 years in a row. They just didn't have the depth to keep up with them with the rotation. I said, them boys, if they got rotation, they're gonna be a problem. Oh man, we got this in the bag. Okay.
Same thing, bro.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead. Now I ain't hear nothing from them. Now I don't hear nothing from them.
Let's run through these scores real quick. Then we're gonna look at the AP poll that just popped. I don't expect Miami to move. Everybody won their game respectively, whatever.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. But Ohio State handled business 70-0. Nobody doubted that. Nobody doubted that. Penn State, BYU 34-0. Everybody thought Penn State was gonna win, no doubt. LSU looked like they struggled a little bit. 23-7 against LA. So right now, Florida probably think they got a good matchup. Florida probably think they got a good matchup. 1 second, guys. 1 second.
Yeah.
They ain't got a good matchup. LSU gonna dog walk them.
Man. And where they playing at? They playing at LSU or they playing in the swamp?
Bro, I don't know. We're gonna have to find out here in a minute. Ask you what I don't really think it matters because USF just went into the swamp.
And then Georgia with the 28-6 victory over Austin Peay. I ain't gonna lie to you. I expect more out of Georgia. Now, granted, I didn't watch that game.
Well, to be fair, there was a rain delay. There was a rain delay for most of that game.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. It was.
All right. Miami handled business 45-3. Now, that last quarter, the third strings and fourth strings and all of that, almost disappointed me and give up a touchdown, but we got an interception and, capitalize on a field goal and stuff like that.
That's tough.
Yeah.
But I didn't put too much thought into Miami versus Bethune-Cookman. It is what it is. We knew what they expected in that game.
Yeah.
We knew what they expected. Carson Beck went in there. He was damn near perfect.
Yeah, damn sure was. He was like, yeah.
Respect Bethune, man, for always playing us and stuff like that every so often. Like, man, I always play Miami. They play Florida. They play Florida. Like, even though they're going to get their ass whooped. I guess just a free paycheck.
Thanks, Hammond. It's at LSU. Boy, ooh, Lord.
They're valid.
So we handled business, obviously, put the third and fourth in, and, we handled business. Oregon handled business,
bro.
69-3. Now, this is not just some Rudy Poo they beat. This is Oklahoma State.
Yeah, it is.
69-3. That's tough. Yeah,
how about them Cowboys?
Look at Texas struggling a little bit with San Jose State, man. I watched that, man.
I saw a catch from that game on San Jose player caught it on Texas. Crazy. That was a crazy catch.
Wow.
When
you talk about using your opponent to catch the ball, he definitely used that guy.
Do what you got to do.
You got to do what you got to do to secure it. Clemson, I watched that game. They struggled.
Yeah, I heard they did too.
Troy was gonna get them.
Halftime, they was down 16-3.
3, yeah.
And Troy basically ain't got the depth to stick up, so they end up losing the game 27-16. They didn't score in the second half. If Troy had the depth, they would have won that game.
See, telling you.
So I have not seen the rankings, which we're gonna look at, but somebody's telling me Miami dropped one spot, which that's fine. In the beginning of the year, we didn't play nobody. If you drop here and there, 1 or 2 spots, it don't really matter. But the nitty-gritty of the schedule is going to be in the end. These teams that rank in the top 10, they're going to start playing each other, or they're going to start playing a tougher matchup, and then you'll get a more defined ranking.
knocking some of them SEC
Mhm.
teams.
So if you drop one spot and you're looking at it as a Miami fan, don't panic, don't go
I
crazy, don't
ain't,
crash out, don't say
I
they
ain't
hate
tripping.
us and this, that, and the third. Just just watch, just relax for a little bit. Oregon probably the one that they put above us because obviously
Mhm.
beating Oklahoma State 69-3, that's huge. We didn't play nobody. We played
Yeah,
Bethune.
that cool. Yeah, that holds more weight than playing Bethune. To be honest, it does.
So next week we'll play USF. They probably rank right now. Like I said, I haven't looked. We're going through the games that got played first.
Unless they disrespect them again like they did. They should have been ranked last week.
All right, South Carolina, they handle
Facts.
business. Nothing to see there. 38-10 against South Carolina State. We all picked that to win. We all Duke got manhandled.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they
Illinois
did.
handled Duke. Beat them 45-19.
That
26
I didn't know.
26
I didn't know. I didn't know Illinois was ranked. I was like, Duke probably gonna be the one ranked. Then I looked and it was like Illinois is number 11. I said, oh crap! Wow.
Now you move on from there. Manny Diaz took a huge L at home.
Typical.
You got game that was one I told you guys was going to be something to watch. Obviously, you got SEC versus Big 12. You got a team that's ranked, so obviously this should be a nice matchup. And they're both Power 4. 24-20 upset. Mississippi State upsets Arizona State.
Hey, and they scored that last touchdown in the last 20 seconds of the game, man.
So obviously a thriller. Speaking of a thriller, the team that didn't really deserve to be number 13, but it was overrated, the Florida Gators. We talked about them for the past hour and a half now, so we ain't going to talk about them too much. Florida run game seemed like it had a little pulse, but they could not capitalize every time they get in the red zone. Every time they get down in USF territory, they either settle for field goals or they have some kind of mishap where the touchdowns don't count, penalties or whatever, and they settle for 3. At one point, I tweeted like, DJ settled for 3 Lagway. Him and the kicker must be best friends.
I've seen that.
At this point, I feel like Florida is trying to get the first kicker for Heisman. That's what I feel like. I feel like field goals is a theme for Florida. Settle for field goals. Let's settle for 3 instead of 6. That's tough. That's Billy Napier's tenure, though. Florida State, 77-3. Florida State, you should be ashamed of yourself doing them boys.
I know we didn't score 80. I know.
Y'all
I'm proud of y'all. I'm glad y'all did. I'm glad y'all did.
We need to fire the whole damn staff. We gave up 3 points.
I see what y'all trying to do. Y'all trying to make up from all them points y'all ain't scored last year. I see it.
You damn right. You damn. I told you we took a season off. I told you we took a season off.
Obviously, great game too. Oklahoma versus Michigan. One of the games must watch. 24-13, Oklahoma with the victory. Now, keep in mind, I want y'all to know this. T2Y said Oklahoma is the team to watch in the SEC this year. I'm going to stand on that. At the end of the year, if they don't do nothing, I was wrong, dog. But for right now, I'm still standing on that. Oklahoma is a team to watch in the SEC. Mark my words, I said it. Oklahoma. Keep an eye on Oklahoma. Right now, everybody's sleeping on them. They probably going to move up in the ranking. They just beat the number 15 team. They was at 18, so they're going to move up. Keep an eye on Oklahoma in that SEC. Last year, they was terrible. They were terrible, but keep an eye on them. I'm telling you. Iowa State survived Iowa 16-13. Iowa State obviously ranked at number 16. Iowa wasn't ranked. Rivalry game, handled business, came out with the victory. It is what it is. They 3-0. As you guys know, they played in week 0. They went over there to Dublin and they won 24-21 against Kansas State. So, they 3-0. 3-0. Iowa State sticking around, dog. Upset alert.
SMU, man.
SMU comes in ranked at number 17. Gets beat by Baylor. The week before, we saw Baylor get beat by who did Baylor play that week before? Man, it's not coming to my mind. I know I watched that game, but Baylor got beat the week before by somebody.
I think it
Was
was
it Auburn?
It was
Auburn?
Auburn. Yeah, I think it was Auburn.
Yeah, it was Auburn. So Baylor with the double overtime victory, 48-45 over SMU. Now, from what I'm hearing, I think Tyler Van Dyke will not be playing this year. I think he'll be playing next year. They give him some kind of medical thing or whatever, so he'll be playing next year. I don't know if Miami play SMU next season, but we won't be seeing Tyler Van Dyke this season, which I was looking forward to.
I was too.
I wanted to see it, but it is what it is. Utah State gets beat by Texas A&M. We all saw that. We all knew it was going to happen. 44-22. And Ole Miss versus Kentucky, another thriller. Kentucky should have won that game. Kentucky should have absolutely won that game. But I'll say this. They gave Ole Miss this game. They gave it to them. 30-23. Thriller in the SEC.
Right.
Ole Miss 2-0.
Look,
Ole Miss.
Look what the Gumps did right there, though.
They had to.
Now, when Alabama is not playing a Florida State, they go 73-0. They go 73-0. That's tough. And while we in the midst of talking about scoring 70 on people, Tennessee 72, East Tennessee State 17. That's tough. Blowout fashion, we all expect it. This is what you expect in week 2 and 3 most of the time. Sometime week 1. Kennesaw State gets blown out 56-9. Indiana handled business. We all knew this. Another blowout. Texas Tech 62. Kent State 14. We all expect this. This is expected. Utah handled business. Cal Poly 63-9. We expect this. This is what we expect when you're in the top 25. When you play Rudy Poo teams, we expect blowouts. We don't expect the Clemsons of this world. Okay? I'm just gonna say we don't expect the Clemson of this world where you're down at the half 16-3 and all of that. We don't expect that in week 1, 2, or 3.
Versus Troy, man. Come on now.
All right, so let's jump into the rankings before we go any further into anything else. Before we start looking ahead at the games in the ACC, SEC, Big 12, we won't stick to the Power 4. Okay, so AP poll. Why did they say Miami dropped? Who said Miami dropped? Miami didn't drop.
They keep going back and forth. They keep going back and forth in the comments, man. They said that Oregon jumped y'all, but Miami didn't drop. I don't know.
Miami did not drop. Miami is still the number 5 team in the country. Now, if you want to look at the coaches poll, which don't matter,
coaches poll. The comments might have got
I think that's what it is.
Even if you're looking at the coaches poll, Miami actually moved up 1. It's right there on the side. They moved up 1 in the coaches poll, so we didn't drop. Why are they saying Miami dropped?
Reading
this
hard.
This is Miami, bro.
Yeah, there's no poll here where Miami dropped. So maybe they was just trolling.
Could have been.
So top 25 updated. We got some new team, a new team, and actually in the top 20, in the top 10. Top 10.
Who?
Top 10. So
you got 2 new teams in top 10.
Yeah, you're right. We got 2 of them. I see 2. They're at the bottom of it, the 2 bottom feeders. But we got Ohio State at number 1. Ohio State number 1, Penn State number 2, LSU number 3, Oregon at number 4. So Oregon went up. Georgia dropped 2. Miami State stay right where they are. Georgia dropped 2. Right now, Miami is above Georgia. Hey, Sarge, if you're listening, we're better than y'all. We want Georgia, goddammit.
Okay.
Go ahead and say it, Seminole. Go ahead and say it.
You said it. I said shit.
Are you scared? You see, you still scared. You want Georgia? You want Georgia? All right.
He learned.
Texas stays the same at number 7. Notre Dame moved up 1 to number 8. And Illinois, they moved up 2 to number 9 after beating Duke. Florida State moved up 4. Florida State moved up 4. From 14 up to number 10. That rounds out the top 10.
Hey, let's just talk on that for a second. 2 weeks ago, not ranked.
Hold on, time out.
2 weeks later,
Time out. I'm getting there. Now, clearly, the 5th game of the season for the Hurricane. I don't know if Florida State got some bye weeks or whatever game it's going to be for them.
We got a bye week.
It's Miami versus Florida State. 5th game on our schedule. If this continues the same way it's going to be, Miami versus Florida State will be a top 10 matchup.
Let's go.
Will be a top 10 matchup. Damn,
say what else too? College game day in Tallahassee.
Game day in Tallahassee.
The question is, will we get game day? And on top of that, when Miami's mud stump Florida State, how far do they drop?
Oh God.
Now you gotta ruin good shit with lies.
This is T2Y. T2Y. This is T2Y. Seminole. You knew that shit was coming.
All right, so number 11, 1 South Carolina. They win against that opponent. Wasn't that impressive? Clemson drops 4 to number 12. Like I said, struggled with Troy. Struggled. Oklahoma moved up 5 spots. They're at number 13 now. Now they're going to start taking Oklahoma serious. Now they're going to start taking them serious. Remember, I told y'all this before the game started playing. Watch out for Oklahoma this year. Watch out for them. Iowa State went up 2. They're number 14. Tennessee went up 17 spots. I'm sorry, 7 spots. They went up to number 15. You got Texas A&M went up 3 spots. They're at number 16 right now. You know what this is? This is, if you put it into perspective, Florida's schedule with these teams are getting even worse. Some of these teams are better than they was preseason ranked. So they're going to be even higher ranked when they play Florida. They're going to be actually better than people thought they were when they play Florida. That's tough. Oh, this is going to be an amazing season to watch the Florida Gators. Florida State fans, enjoy it. Enjoy it. They laughed y'all out of the building last year. So it's only right. Payback time.
You ain't lying.
Ole Miss moved up 3 spots. South Florida.
There they are.
At number 18.
Let's go.
18.
Clap it up for the Bulls. Clap it up for the Bulls, man.
So this week coming, you will have the number 5 Miami Hurricanes versus the number 18 USF. Number 18 USF. Man, now the only thing I would need, and I know it's not going to happen, is for Florida to knock you and get back in the rankings. So we can knock them off. So we can knock them off the next week.
See, I'm just gonna tell you though, don't fuck around and lose to USF, because then you just be losing to Florida State backwards. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, if Miami lose to USF,
that's crazy.
Y'all gonna have to
see what I did right there, Chris. Right? You see that, right?
Y'all gonna have to give me something crazy to do. Y'all can put some suggestions in the chat. If Miami loses to USF, what are some crazy things y'all want me to do? Give me a video idea.
Y'all ain't
Don't go crazy. Don't tell me nothing disgusting stuff and all that, because I ain't doing it.
Y'all ain't losing to USF. Stop.
If Miami were to lose to USF, which I don't believe that's going to happen, that's why I'm even taking these bets. What crazy should I do?
I'm not speaking none of this stuff into existence. I'm about to go ahead and go and turn on over and go and take me a nap so I can get ready for work. I'm not about to deal with this T2Y with this bullshit. I'm not doing it.
Keep in mind, I got to agree to it. So if you tell me something crazy, that don't mean I got to agree to it. Man. I got some kind of pride. I ain't eating no dog shit. I ain't getting no USF tattoo. You know?
No, we know that.
Y'all give me some crazy stuff to do. Miami isn't losing. Stop the nonsense. Thank you, man. Thank you. I know, for real. Bro, y'all tripping. We're not losing. Thank you. We all know. But I just want to see. I just want to hear the suggestions. I just want to entertain the thought. We ain't losing that game. USF is actually ranked above Alabama. Alabama moved up 2 spots to number 19. Damn, the great has fallen. The great has fallen.
Shout out to Peanut, dog, for the MIA-ness, bro. Shout out to Peanut.
Utah also moves up 5 spots to number 20. Texas Tech move up 3 spots to 21. Indiana moves up 1 to 22. Michigan dropped 8 spots down to number 23. Auburn is ranked now after not being ranked. They're number 24. And also Missouri is also ranked now after not being ranked. That's your top 25 right there. Miami did not drop. For all of you guys that say we dropped, the coaches poll do not count. It do not count.
Yeah.
The AP and the college football playoffs poll, those are the only two that matters. Coaches poll is just the coaches voting on the team that they think this, that, and the third. If they want to, they could drop Miami. They could drop Miami out of the top 25. It wouldn't even matter. It wouldn't even matter. Crack their head. I ain't give out. Crack their head. I ain't give out no treatment today, but I think you deserve it. I think you very deserving of it. You very deserving, my boy.
Crack that head.
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
Stop the cap.
Florida State ain't beating no Miami, no 48 to 21.
Crack your head, done crack this damn head.
So for you, I got another treatment for you because I don't like liars.
You're lying. That's a fucking lie.
Oh, now you want to change the score. USF 28, Miami 24.
Stop it. Get some help. Leave that dope alone.
You haven't.
He need to leave that dope alone.
That's my favorite one, though. Please don't get rid of that one. Oh, you know what? T2Y, do you got the other one? What USF was doing is, why are you running? Why are you running?
No, I ain't got that one no more.
Oh my God, that was hilarious.
The people that on YouTube watching, do me a favor.
Like, share, and subscribe. All right, I appreciate it. Like, share, and subscribe. And make sure to like, share, and subscribe.
Appreciate y'all in advance. All right, so that rounds out the top 25. Top 25. Now, if you're wondering where Florida's at in the rankings, in the grand scheme of all, Florida is dropped down to, let's see, that's 26, 27, 28. They're the 29th team in the country right now. Florida is considered the 29th team in the country. They play LSU this week. If they could beat LSU, crazy things happened before, you know. Last season, they ended up beating LSU and Ole Miss. Nobody saw that coming. I don't think that's going to happen this year, but if they can, and I hope they do, I'm saying it right now on record, I hope Florida beats LSU. Miami's going to move up in the rankings, and Miami's going to have a great matchup, a top 25 matchup against the Florida Gators. They will creep their way back into the top 25 if they beat LSU. And then we can knock them right back out. That's tough. But as of right now, to be honest with you, Florida's on the way to probably starting the season off 1-4. They take on LSU next, and then they take on Miami next. Those are 2 losses back-to-back, in my opinion. Jeez. So they might be on the verge of starting the season 1-3. Well, I tell you, the tide has shifted, but that's your
no pun intended.
I didn't expect any teams, any shakeup in the top 10 this week. Obviously, Miami stays where they are. We got a better matchup this week. Now we got a ranked opponent in USF. Florida, I don't see them beating LSU, so that game won't be ranked again. Last year they said Miami ain't beat no ranked teams. So far we beat Notre Dame. USF is ranked now, so we're gonna beat them, and boom, 2 ranked teams already, dog. 2 ranked teams already. Florida, y'all could have been the third. But you know, we don't know how it feels. We don't know how it feels right now. We don't. We're not the same. We're undefeated. We 2-0, 2-0 game. We don't know what a loss feel like in 25 season. We don't know. That's y'all feelings. You know, we can't relate. Sorry.
Boy, you hell, boy. You hell, and I'm proud of you for it. Proud of you for it.
Dale says, cut your hair bald like Michael Jackson. Nope, not doing it. No. Nope. Hell no. Not going to do it. Hold on. Let me see if they had any more suggestions. If they
Somebody
didn't,
said wear the bullhorn or something like that. Wear the bull's horn on a live stream or something.
all right, I'm gonna do that. I'll do that. If USF finds a way to beat Miami, I don't see it happening. I must reiterate that. I don't see it happening. But if that does, I will find a bullhorn and I will wear it. I won't even wear it for one. I will wear it for the rest of the year. If we lose to them, I will wear it for the rest of the year. On every stream I do, I will wear it for the rest of the year. That's how confident I am that we're going to beat them. Like I said, I can take them lightly. The team can't take them lightly. I'm just a fan. All right, so obviously games got played. We're gonna transition into the ACC, and all of that. The games that got played. Let's go into conference. Obviously, they're not showing the ones that wasn't ranked. That was the top 25. So Louisville struggled against James Madison. They won. They struggled, but they won. Good for the ACC. Clemson struggled. They won. Good for the ACC. Duke got mollywopped. That's tough. Sorry, Manny. Florida State handled business. SMU, disappointment. Got beat by Baylor. It is what it is. NC State, Virginia, ACC matchup. NC State come out on top 35-31. I'm pretty sure that was a good game. I didn't watch it, but pretty sure it was good. Pitt handled business, of course, 45-17. Syracuse survives UConn 27-20. You guys saw that, Syracuse players had to run laps after the game. Fran Brown was not impressed. Georgia Tech handled it well, 59-12. I'm surprised Georgia Tech is not ranked. I'm surprised. They beat Colorado the first game, and then now they handled their Rudy Poo. Not sure who they play, but we'll get into that in the next segment. So we'll see who their matchup are this week if they have a match. But I'm pretty sure if they keep winning, they'll be ranked soon. Miami doesn't play Georgia Tech this year, so we're not on a head-on collision with them. So whatever they do really don't matter to me. I just want them to win because this is the ACC, and we need the conference to actually look stronger because I don't want to have debates with SEC and Big Ten and Big 12 at the end of the year who belong in the playoffs or not. Who have you played? Wake Forest handled business 42-10, better than the first week where they only won by like a point. Cal handled business. Cal is 2-0 right now, 35-3. Shout out to Cal. Oh, another struggle game for North Carolina and Bill Belichick. They won this game against Charlotte 20-3. 20-3. Absolutely terrible. Virginia Tech, disappointment. Vanderbilt handled business. Virginia Tech right now is 0-2. 44-20 against Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt is 2-0, dog. That's tough. Boston College lost a nail biter, 42-40 against Michigan State. That's tough. Double overtime. Nail biter. Man. BYU knocks off Stanford, as we all thought, 27-3. Wasn't even close. Some of these teams are just bringing shame to the ACC. You can't rally for them. Can't root for them because they're so goddamn terrible. That's tough. Let's go on over to the Big 12. Big 12. Let's run through the Big 12. Of course, Oregon beat the brakes off Oklahoma State. Nothing to see there, nothing to talk about. Mississippi State, we already talked about it. We're going to run through the games. If they're in the top 25, we're not going to talk about it because we clearly already talked about it. Texas State, of course, Utah. All right, so Kansas versus Missouri. Missouri handled business. Missouri wins 42-31. That's why Missouri is ranked this week at number 25. Cincinnati beats Bowling Green, closer for comfort, 34-20. 34-20. Colorado handles business, getting their first win without Shador, without Travis Hunter, without Shiloh, for the first time this year. Deion gets his first win, 31-7 against Delaware. Obviously, in week 1 they played Georgia Tech and they lost that game. West Virginia got beat by Ohio. Terrible loss for West Virginia. West Virginia ain't never gonna get right. They're not. Terrible school, man. Terrible, just terrible for their fan base, period. R.I.P. to my boy Golden Blue dude.
Yeah, man.
This is terrible. West Virginia ain't never gonna get right. Army handled business against Kansas, 24-21. That's the second time this year Kansas got beat 24-21. That's tough. Houston handled business against Rice, 35-9. Nothing to see there. USF handled business. They 2-0. USF is in the 2-0 gang, undefeated gang. Don't know what it feels like to lose a game this year, gang. 68-7. Lenoir, what's going on, my guy? I see you. Arizona 48-3 against Weber State. Nobody cares. And of course, we already talked about it. BYU beat Stanford. That's the Big 12 for you. Let's go on over to the Big 10. Roll through those games. Obviously, the ones that wasn't ranked. So Northwestern handled business as they should, 42-7. Maryland beat Northern Illinois. Notre Dame. Y'all don't know nothing about that, but Maryland handled business, 20-9. Ohio State handled business. We already talked about it. Penn State, Oregon, all those. We talked about those. Those are ranked. Minnesota beat Northwestern State, 66-0. Clearly, nothing to talk about. Wisconsin 42-10 against Middle Tennessee, as expected. When you play lesser opponent, you're supposed to knock them out. Miami of Ohio gets beat 17-45 against Rutgers. Rutgers handle business. Nebraska handles business. Nothing to see here. 68-0 against Akron. Nothing to see. USC handle business against Georgia Southern. 59-20. Nothing to see there. And I already talked about that one. Purdue handled business in Purdue fashion. 34-17 against Southern Illinois. Purdue is 2-0. They always start out like this when they play candy cane teams. And then, at the midst of their season, they start taking them slaps. UNLV, they are 3-0. UNLV is 3-0. They beat UCLA. UCLA is 0-2. With Nico, by the way, from Tennessee. You transferred over there. UNLV significantly is 3-0 under Dan Mullen. Dan Mullen got UNLV. Terrible first game, started off rough, but they are 3-0 right now. 3-0 UNLV. 1 second.
Bet y'all everybody in the chat was sitting there talking about this joint with Dan Mullen, how he trash and everything else like that. I bet y'all take him over Billy right about now. And him being 3-0 compared to y'all being 1-1. I bet y'all take him.
Washington handled business against UC Davis. 70-10. Nothing to see there. Nothing to talk about. All right, so let's go into the SEC. Outside of the SEC games that wasn't ranked, that we haven't talked about yet. Shouldn't be that many because most of the SEC teams are ranked. So it might not have been many that we've missed. Like I said, we're just going to keep scrolling for them. Games that's not ranked in the SEC. They didn't have many. They did not have many. Arkansas handled business, 56-14 against Arkansas State. That's expected. Auburn 42-3 against Ball State, expected. And of course, Virginia Tech, we talked about losing to Vanderbilt 44-20. That's this week. Now, with the rankings out, Miami's still at 5. Georgia dropped to 6 and everything like that. Let's go into week 3. Actually, let me switch it to back to, we're going to go ACC first. We're going to go into the week 3. We're going to look at we want to switch to the top 25. You know what? We'll do top 25 first. We'll do top 25 first. So on Friday night, Indiana State versus Indiana. Clearly Indiana. Oregon will take on Northwestern on Saturday. Clearly take Oregon. Clemson versus Georgia Tech. Now this is tricky. This is tricky. This is a home game for Georgia Tech. Clemson is almost a 10-point favorite. Clemson is a 9.5-point favorite. I got this game on upset alert. I have this game on upset alert. I have Georgia Tech covering this spread and possibly winning this game. If they don't win this game, I do have them covering the spread. I don't think Clemson will beat them by 9.5. I don't think Clemson will win this game by 10. Now, clearly, this is college football, and anything could happen. They could absolutely blow them out. But I don't see it happen, and I'm going to take this game. I'm going to put this game on one of my upset alert for the week. This game will be on upset alert. Oklahoma versus Temple. Take Oklahoma. Now, this might be a good one. Alabama versus Wisconsin. I'm going to take Alabama to win it, but I don't think this is going to be any kind of blowout or anything. I think it might be a close game. This is in Tuscaloosa. Wisconsin will go down there and take them on at 12 p.m. I think this will be a close game. Obviously, right now, they don't have any lines out. They don't have any, over and under. But I would take Alabama for the win, but I think it'll be a close one. Yeah. Central Michigan versus Michigan. Take Michigan to bounce back this week at home.
Hey, T2, I'm about to get ready to get up out of here, man. I got to get ready to take me out for work, though. But I'm going to holler at you, though, bro.
All right.
All right, bro.
South Alabama versus Auburn. Take Auburn for the win. Auburn to win big. Penn State will handle Villanova. No problem. Take them to win. Obviously, if you put all these supposed to wins on a parlay, you're not going to win much because the odds for them to win is going to be very high. It's going to be up in them thousands. So you might not win much, but if you're a man that say, you know what, let me just put them all together and throw a little something on it, you'll win some money. You'll win some money. This matchup right here is going to be one of the games of the week. Absolutely going to be one of the games of the week. Georgia versus Tennessee. Georgia will go to Knoxville to take on Tennessee. Georgia is a 7-point favorite at the moment. I'm going to put this on upset alert. I'm going to put this one on my upset alert. I can see Tennessee pulling this one off and beating Georgia. I'm going to take Tennessee for the upset. Clearly, Georgia could win the game. They can clearly win the game. They got the talent. They could do it. But I'm going to take Tennessee. Now, most of the time when you take Tennessee's in this, they find some way to disappoint you. But I'm going to take Tennessee for the upset. But if Tennessee were to lose this game, I'm telling you guys, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a nail biter. I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a nail biter. If Georgia lose, we have to troll Uncle Lou. Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. I would definitely have to throw a shot at Lou for the one time, for old time's sakes. Speaking of Uncle Lou, I got to watch his video about Florida because I know he had some things to say about Florida. I know they've been going back and forth on Twitter. The Florida fans been going at Lou on Twitter because Lou, in Lou fashion, he gonna troll. And the Florida fans, they're very reactive. So they got a lot to say. I want to see what they got to say now after they done lost to USF when he trolled them. It should be very entertaining. It should be very entertaining. I'm gonna do that after this stream. I definitely got to listen to Unc from Florida. Their reaction after USF beat them. I got to listen to that. There's gonna be a lot of moaning, crying, and bitching in that one. That's tough. That's tough. Oregon State, they'll take on Tennessee Tech. Oregon State's already 0-2 for the season. Yeah, I'm gonna take Texas Tech for the win. Not quite sure if it's a blowout or not. It's hard to bet against teams like this, but man, that's tough. That's a tough one. Iowa State versus Arkansas State. Take Iowa State for the win. Louisiana versus Missouri. Take Missouri. Take Missouri. But like I said, the lines aren't out on a lot of these yet. Just take them. Texas versus Utah. Take Texas. Plain and simple. 4:30 on the CW network. Miami versus South Florida. Both teams undefeated. Probably Miami might be the best team in the state of Florida. USF, they pushing to, make a name for themselves just after just knocking out Florida. This would be a momentum shift for USF if they could get the job done against my Miami Hurricanes, which I don't see happening, but that would be a momentum shift for them. Now, the line's not out. I would take Miami to win this, but I'm not quite sure what the line's going to be. So I can't really say go over and under yet until they put out the line. Not quite sure what the over and under is going to be, the total points in the game. But I would take Miami for the win right now, money line. Obviously, Miami at home, they will be favored. They will be favored. Just don't know what the lines are yet. They'll probably drop in a day or two. Probably drop in a couple hours if you ask me. But we'll see. Obviously, they got to make assessments to both teams, see if any change happened, and this, that, and the third. Any injuries, any players not playing, and all that. All the odds got to go into it. Vegas ain't trying to lose money. That's tough. Ohio versus Ohio State. Take Ohio State for the win. Illinois, Western Michigan. Take Illinois. I just jumped. Okay. Arkansas, Ole Miss. Both team comes in undefeated. Ole Miss got a rough start. I haven't watched Arkansas State. I haven't watched Arkansas play to say I want to put this on upset alert. So the line ain't out yet. Not quite sure what it's gonna be. This is one of those games I will keep an eye on. This is one of those games that could possibly be on upset alert, or Ole Miss could just go out there and blow them out. I'm not gonna pick on that one yet. I want to see the lines, the odds, and everything like that. Clearly, Ole Miss should be a favorite, even though they are at home. They should be favored. I think when you're home, you get at least three points. So they should be favored in this one. I don't think Arkansas is this powerhouse. They're not even ranked yet. So I want to lean towards taking Ole Miss, but I kind of want to reserve my thoughts on that one. Florida versus LSU. This game is in Baton Rouge. LSU is a 6.5 point favorite. Go ahead and take LSU right now. Go ahead and take LSU. They will cover that 6.5. They will cover that 6.5. I do think Florida will be up to play them. Not quite sure how disciplined those guys are going to be, but I do think LSU will be up. I think Florida will be up to play them too. But I'm going to take LSU as the better team, the more disciplined team. They're not going to spit in nobody's face, hopefully. They're not going to, commit all these crazy penalties. They're going to play with some pride at home, I'm going to take LSU for the win, and I'm going to take them to win by more than 6.5. Plain and simple. Florida's up. Henry Lee, what's going on, my guy? I see you in the chat. What's going on? Florida State finally don't win some games, I see. That's tough. Texas A&M versus Notre Dame. Man. Notre Dame is still sitting on the wounds right now. It's crazy to lose week 1 against Miami and then have a bye week right after. So you have to sit for 2 weeks on that loss. Their fans are probably antsy right now. They anxious. They want to see Notre Dame football. They want to see a bounce back. What other way to do it than a scary game at home against Texas A&M? A 2-0 Texas A&M. Now, this game will be on NBC, as most of all of Notre Dame games. It'll also be on Peacock. So if you got a subscription to Peacock, you can watch Notre Dame versus, Texas A&M at 7:30 this Saturday. Notre Dame home. They're favored by 7. I think this one is going to be tricky. I got to take a look at Texas A&M to make judgment, but I kind of want to put this one on upset alert. Now, I don't know what that means for Marcus Freeman, how quick the fan base will turn on him if they actually lose this game to Texas A&M at home, start the season off 0-2 after last season playing for the national championship. I don't know how quick that fan base will turn on him. We saw them turn on him after he lost to Northern Illinois, and you saw he ran the table the rest of the way. But starting 0-2, it's hard to get back up to make the playoffs. But I think if any team could start 0-2 and still make the playoffs, it will be Notre Dame. They're an independent. They have no conference championship to worry about or anything like that. Now, the rest of their schedule kind of look, sketchy because they don't have too many strong opponents out on there outside of Miami and maybe 1 or 2 teams. So it's kind of hard if you go down to a Texas A&M who's supposed to be probably your second best game outside of Miami. Your season might be done, to be honest. Unless you go on a crazy 10-win games where you just blow out everybody, and a lot of the teams in the top 25, top 15 makes plenty of mistakes. I think if Texas A&M knocks off Notre Dame, this might be a season ender for Notre Dame. But we're going to watch that one. It's going to be an interesting matchup. Must-see TV. Vanderbilt, South Carolina. South Carolina at home. They're ranked number 11 in the country. This should be an interesting matchup. Vanderbilt, can they do what they did last year? Go on that magical run where everybody's rooting for them. They're the underdog. Everybody want to see them win for the first time. They want to see them knock off some of these top SEC teams. It'll be a great storyline. It'll be the whole country loves an underdog. Everybody will be rooting for Vanderbilt because they've never seen them win before. Could this be a signature win like the Alabama game last year? I'm going to take South Carolina for the win, but I'm telling you right now, I'm rooting for Vanderbilt. I want Vanderbilt to win this goddamn game against South Carolina. Sorry, Gamecocks. I think you're going to win, but I hope you lose. That's tough. Utah, Wyoming, nothing to see there. Take Utah for the win. And that rounds out your top 25. Now, let's see what matchups we got in the ACC. B-Bean, I ain't going to lie to you, B-Bean. I didn't expect to see one Florida Gator fan today. You're the first one I've seen. That's tough. How you feeling, man? How you feeling? USF came to the swamp and took y'all to the barn. Boy, I tell you. From what I heard, there was no lubrication. That's tough. ACC matchups outside of the top 25. Let's talk about them. Thursday night, you have NC State versus Wake Forest. NC State, they're a 7.5-point favorite. Take them to win. Take NC State for the win. Take them to cover that 7.5. Syracuse versus Colgate on Friday night. Take Syracuse for the win. Obviously, we talked about Georgia taking Clemson already. Virginia versus William & Mary. Take Virginia for the win. SMU versus Murray State. Go ahead and take SMU to bounce back and win that game. West Virginia versus Pitt. I don't know why it's only Pitt by 2. Obviously, West Virginia's at home. I think Pitt is a way better team this year than West Virginia is. But this is a backyard brawl. This is a rivalry game. I guess they're reliving it or whatever. Pitt is the favorite. I'm gonna take Pitt to win. That 2.5 points. I'm gonna take Pitt and I'm gonna put some money on that one. I'm gonna put some money on Pitt by 2. Obviously, I would take this one early before they change it. I don't think this is gonna stay at 2. So if you're a betting man, I'm not giving you any betting advice, by the way. Do as you shall on your own. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm none of that. But I'm telling you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take Pitt with the 2 points. I'm gonna put some money on that. If you want to do so, do it at your own risk. I am not a financial advisor. All right. North Carolina, Richmond. North Carolina for the win. Miami, obviously, we talked about versus South Florida. Miami for the win. Virginia Tech versus Old Dominion. At this point, I want to stay away from West Virginia. I expect them to beat Old Dominion, but at this point, nothing Virginia Tech does surprise me. Nothing. If Old Dominion beats Virginia Tech, I would not be surprised. I would not be shocked. Nothing about this game would make me turn my head. I don't believe in Virginia Tech. I don't. They haven't given me a reason to. So if Old Dominion were to go in there and upset them, I wouldn't feel no type of way. Virginia Tech is a disgrace to the ACC at this moment. Duke versus Tulane. Now this might be a good one. That might be a good one. I'm going to be an ACC homer on this one, and I'm going to take Duke to win. I'm going to take this as a close game. I don't know what the spread's going to be. I'm going to take Duke for the win, and I'm going to take this as a close game, probably a nail biter. This should be a real good game right here. Minnesota versus Cal. Cal's been doing pretty good. Now, obviously, Minnesota got to travel out there to California. This is going to be one of those late night games. I'm still going to take Minnesota for the win. I don't believe in Cal as of yet. Cal has a lot to prove before I start, taking them. Boston College versus Stanford. Take Boston College for the win. Plain and simple. Another late night game. Boston College got to go out there on the road, and, they're going to be up until probably 3 o'clock in the morning, our time. Because, over there on the Pacific, it's like 3 hours behind. So, this is what it is. Win or lose, I got to show up for T2Y. Hey, appreciate you, B-Bean, man. Gators looking down bad right now. Looking down bad. And the next 10 games on your schedule ain't in your favor. I honestly don't expect you to be favored in almost any of them. But who knows? Florida Gators have surprised me last year. Who knows? You might knock off LSU, and then people will be scratching their heads like, what is going on in Florida? Like, y'all so confusing. 1 week you're terrible. The next week you're impressive. And then the next week you probably go back to being terrible. So right now, Florida, if y'all were to knock off LSU, y'all would literally be a head scratch. Y'all be a head scratch. I wouldn't put no money on it, though. Said preseason, I picked 6-6 for Gators. I think that is way off now. 1-11. Don't tempt me into believing you. 1-11 sounds great to me. Colorado, Houston. That should be interesting. Houston at home. Houston is a 4.5-point favorite. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put this one on upset alert because I think Colorado could get the job done against Houston. I think they can. I'm gonna put this one on upset alert. I think Deion gets this win. I think Deion will get this win. I'm gonna take Colorado to cover that spread. Kansas State versus Arkansas. I'm sorry, Arizona. Why I'm thinking about Arkansas. Kansas State is a 1.5-point favorite. Arizona's at home. This one I'll stay away from. It's something that they know about these teams that I don't really know at the moment. So this kind of thing I stay away from. Obviously, Arizona is 2-0. Kansas State is 1-2. But yet, Arizona's at home and they're still an underdog. This is something that's tempting. These are the type of games that could kill a parlay because it could swing either way. So these are the ones you might want to stay away from. What I would say this, and I'm not advising anybody. I'm not a financial advisor. If you're going to make parlays, if you want to be safe and you don't want to swing big, because when you swing big, one of those games could kill your whole ticket, and that's what happens most of the time. Games like this, stay away from it. Baylor will handle business against Sanford. No problem there. We talked about those already. Cincinnati, we talked about Northwestern. Cincinnati will handle business. We talked about those in the top 25. TCU will handle business. And Texas State versus Arizona State. That should be interesting. I'm going to take Arizona State to bounce back this week against Texas State. So that rounds out the Big 12. Let's go into the Big 10 matchups this week. We're trying to find them key matchups for this week. Trying to find key matchups, key games that the world's going to pay attention to. We already talked about Indiana. UCLA versus New Mexico. UCLA is a 14.5-point favorite. I would take them to do that. They'll get their first win of the season this week. We talked about those already, all the ones that's ranked. Nebraska, they'll handle business against Houston Christian. They'll win big. Maryland will handle business against Towson. They'll win big. USC versus Purdue. This game is in Indiana. I'm going to take USC to go on the road and beat Purdue. The betting line's not out yet, but I would take USC. As of right now, I would take USC on the money line. Rutgers, Norfolk State. Rutgers will win, no problem. Shout out to Michael Vick. I think he got his first win. I think this is a school that he's coaching at. But shout out to Michael Vick. Michigan State, take Michigan State for the win. Nothing to see there in that game. Obviously, we talked about that. Iowa versus Massachusetts, UMass. Take Iowa. Iowa will win. Iowa win big. And we already talked about Minnesota, Cal. All right. So let's finish this thing off and go into the SEC matchups this week. Obviously, we probably talked about some of them already in the top 25. But nonetheless, let's run through the ones that's not in the top 25, which is not going to be much because most of the SEC teams are ranked. So based on what I've seen so far, I'll say this. I think game day will be in Knoxville this week. I don't know if they already announced it. I haven't seen it. But I obviously think they'll be in Knoxville. Yeah, I think they'll be at Tennessee for Georgia versus Tennessee. That seemed to be the game of the week so far. If not going to Knoxville, the only place else I would say you could go is either to Baton Rouge for Florida versus LSU, which Florida's no longer ranked, so it kind of takes the take the flavor out of the gumbo or whatever. The next one I would think of is Miami versus USF. I'm not quite sure how much buzz USF has picked up from beating Florida for game day to say, you know what? Instead of let's go into Knoxville for a number 6 versus a number 15, let's go down to Miami for a number 5 versus a number 18. Not quite sure, but I think they love places like Knoxville. Would be interesting though to see if they would come to Miami instead. But like I said, I'm not sure if they've already announced where game day will be. It is what it is. We talked about Missouri, talked about Texas. Mississippi State, they'll take on Alcorn State. Nothing to see there. Mississippi State for the win. Kentucky versus Eastern Michigan. Kentucky for the win easily. All right, so there you have it for week 3. Few interesting matchups. LSU versus Florida, obviously. That's a rivalry game. We're going to see if Billy Napier and them boys can bounce back off an embarrassing loss to USF. We're going to see Miami versus USF this week. You know, USF is in the rankings at number 18. So you got 5 versus 18 in-state game. Wouldn't consider USF to be a rival. I don't think we've played them enough for it to be a rival. They're fairly new, but take Miami in that one. Possible game day. And then you have Georgia versus Tennessee. Those should be your 3 main matchups this week. Oh, and Notre Dame versus Texas A&M. That should be interesting too. You could possibly throw that one in for game day also. Number 8 Notre Dame versus Texas A&M. So you got four top 25 matchups to think about. One of them not really in the top 25 in Florida. LSU's ranked number 3. Should be interesting. Game day is headed to Tennessee versus Georgia. Like I said, wouldn't be surprised. The SEC is ESPN's stomping ground, so to see them pick that matchup, you know, it is what it is. All right, guys, appreciate you guys for tuning in, hitting the like button, subscribing to the channel. This, that, and the third. I know this is a big 3. Let's be honest. There's not much to talk about when it comes to Miami versus Bethune-Cookman or Florida State versus East Texas. So clearly this show, you know, we didn't dive into Miami versus Bethune-Cookman. So if you watch that game, clearly you saw the difference between Miami's first and second team versus Miami's third team, third and fourth. You saw the difference, especially when, you know, Emory was playing. So it is what it is, man. Nothing to really see there. Our real test was in week 1, and now we got a better matchup against USF this week. Florida State, I'm not sure who they play this week. If they play this week. I think we went over. I don't remember seeing them, but let me go back and look. Go back and look and see if Florida State was on this thing. I don't remember seeing them playing anybody this week. This might be a bye week for them. Yeah, so Florida State's on a bye week. So they'll sit back and watch Miami play this week, and they'll watch Florida play this week. And, you know, they'll hate on whichever one they want to hate on. They're going to hate on both. All right, appreciate you guys for tuning in, hitting the like button, subscribing to the channel. Obviously, if you're watching on Twitter, hitting the like button and, you know, retweeting and all that good stuff. Appreciate y'all, and I'm out.